So I said, I don't need an electronic alarm. I got my chicken outside. The rooster crows as the crow flies. Oh, it didn't. Oh no, sorry about that. Didn't work. Somebody had the chicken for supper somewhere. Um, Put it on YouTube. A little late, but better late than never. And usually, as you all know, with our special guests of the night, they're usually a little later on. So we'll get our top five first. But Michael, Steve, I'm Dave. I haven't checked the group chat, so I think Vincenzo's later
Yep, later in a bit.
because I thought with like C had something going on soccer wise. I hope.
I thought that starts a little bit later. I could be wrong. But he didn't mention why he was late. He just said, "I'll be there in a bit, fellas." That was his exact words. So. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Been the day in a nutshell. Been the week, the couple weeks. So yeah, but this week 23 hours and twice on Sunday I was working. Worked 4:30 to 8 in the morning, then 8:30 to 10:30 at night. Yesterday it was, I think, 9 hours. Today, even with me being late and being there at like 5:30ish, it was. I got done I think close to 2:30. So
yeah, that's nuts.
And it's paying off for everyone that the alarm on the phone twice today does not woke me up. So we gotta fix that problem after the show. So
yeah,
but
hopefully, because if not, I could see what would happen if you're late to work. But then again, like that ever happens, you'd walk in and be like, "I don't want to hear
it. No, that's the thing that like come on down and do what I do in the day, and while you guys are wandering around looking at your political news or your sports news or whatever on your phone and bitching about whatever else and 3 smoke breaks in an hour, 1 bathroom break in an hour. It's like I've got some leeway. I've built up some good graces. So
Hey, are you checking up on me, Dave? 3 smoke breaks in an hour.
no. There's one guy at work that'll be earlier than he needs to be in the meat department. Come in, clock in, then go back outside because we sort of have like a sitting area, like where we got like a few picnic tables and stuff like that. He'll sit out there, smoke, come in, use the bathroom for about 20 minutes, and then go back outside and smoke again before he goes back to the meat department. So about
No,
45 minutes before getting himself into the day. So it's
that's called squeezing the clock, man.
It's and then
In excess.
nobody in the meat department says a fucking word. I'm like, might want to get on him for that because anywhere else he would have been fired probably the second time he did that.
I can
And if
at
not that,
least
maybe within the first 5.
I can at least say like I probably go out once an hour, but that's because I work from home and nobody knows the difference.
Well, yeah,
But I'm also checking email or responding to email or responding to a chat. So technically, I'm still working even when I step outside to have a smoke. I do the same thing when I go to the bathroom.
Well, then too, it's like again, I get where if you're at a job where you're sitting down most of the day, no matter home or a desk at a office or whatever, I would not be able to sit there all fucking day and just like type away or phone chat. I'd be like, no, I need to fucking. From downtown Chicago, I'm going to the coffee shop, the donut shop, whatever breakfast place I found, just to walk.
I want a
in
donut.
shitty downtown Chicago or whatever is fresh air, just to fucking get away, get my legs moving, get the body going. Because I mean, we've seen you don't want to just sit there, because that doesn't do wonders to you. We all know how that feels if you're sitting for 5-6 hours and then all of a sudden you get up, you're like a toddler, like trying to walk for the very first time. It sucks.
Well, and
So
that's part of the reason. It's not because I need a smoke. It's because I do smoke and I want to smoke. But like you said, it's sitting here for extended periods of time sometimes. And the last week and 2 days, I've been sitting more for longer periods because I'm training. So, as you said, it's very
well?
pleasant. It's going good. I mean, it's still going good. I'm a little disappointed on the fact of not having enough examples to be able to train on some things.
Yeah.
But, I've expressed to him on multitude occasions, it's like, you're going to hate me saying this, but I do not train in hypotheticals.
Right.
We have documentation for a lot of things. It's very straightforward. It's got screenshots. It's step by step. You could easily follow it. But I don't feel that is the best way for anybody to learn. I want those scenarios to actually be in our face so we can walk through them. You can follow the documentation and you can, get it to memory. So it is going good. Again, we're about halfway done with everything that really needs to, I'd say with 95% of what is coverable, which would cover the majority of his day or any possible scenario that would arise. It's the 5% that may not happen for 3 months. But we'll cross those when we need to cross those. So.
what's up, Ken? You can tell from
Yeah.
the logo, that's old Beans baseball card block, Ken. Yeah, that's one thing I've never had either, is like the sitting down job or the training somebody else job. That's wonderful. I don't know if I could do that. It's just,
Well, so here's the thing, Dave. You know it better than anybody. You would be the best person to train.
and that's.
But here's the thing. My situation is different. The only reason why I'm training the new guy is because I refuse to have my current people train their replacement.
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. Even though the company has reimbursed them an additional amount of money to train as an incentive,
to not just
care.
walk out.
Well, if they walk out, they don't get their severance, though.
Yeah.
So it's one of those in which it's the double-edged sword. Hey, this time because we suck and this is something that we need to do, we're going to give you an additional incentive to assist in training the replacements.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how much it was. Decent amount of money on top of their severance, but I'm not having them train. There's only one thing I'm having one of my people train on, and that's because I never learned it. I didn't care to learn it. That's what I had my person to do, and it technically should have never been within us in the first place.
Yeah.
It should have been with another department, and I'm still even pushing for that. Because then my person would be training another internal person, not with these new hires, to do that job. So she wouldn't be training her replacement, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It would be somebody who's already with the company. But I'm failing miserably with that too. But I'm still trying because I don't think it should fall within my area of the business. But what do I know? I'm just a peon.
You're a spoke in the wheel.
I'm not even a spoke.
You're a mag. You're not no political. Again, bikes from the old days, people. Mags were the the coolest part of the bike that you wanted, for the tire or the rim. Those were the.
I knew what you meant.
I have to make sure with
I'm
everyone
aware.
eggshells are needed to be walked on.
We don't know if there's a bunch of baby ears around.
This is true. So I'm guessing, Dave, we may get Neil, we may not.
It was, I think it was yesterday, because I reminded him. I reminded Ryan. I'm going to remind Neil at the same time because, again, like I said, I want to get one of the very few times I want to get ducks in a row. And I did it again yesterday. So and Ryan was like gung ho. He remembered, and then Neil, oh shit, I'll put it on my calendar. And that's when I sent the link this morning, and Ryan said closer to 9:30, which again I know we've expressed to him a million times. And whenever your kids are down in Sleepy Land, that you then do what you got to do. We don't expect you to come on in 8:05. That's never the expectation. So again, even if Neil, because he hates talking, but I want to hear him talk, and we love hearing him talk in person. So you get the camera in front of him, all of a sudden he gets gunshot.
He kind of goes. He goes a little dormant.
Come on now, you can talk. You don't need to sit there and go through all the nuts and bolts, but you can sit there and talk about some kind of car deal you had, or what you picked up, or what them and the family did for their vacation. Because I know, I think it's like at the beginning of June that one of them goes on vacation, the other one's there, but the other one's vacation is basically bookending when they, like, if Ryan gets back, Neil's on vacation that next week or whatever. So even to hear that, just because again, Neil's smart. Don't let Neil's looks fool you. He's smart. So he seemed to be excited. I hope he comes on. If he doesn't, I'm gonna punch him next time we see him in person. I mean, it's as simple as that. I don't want to hear his excuses like Ryan's better for talking. Yeah, I know.
But
we know. That's okay. We all you don't have to say something. Hey,
we've come to terms with this.
Yeah.
We've known you 20 years.
In Missouri in the middle of July, and if you're wearing a sweatshirt and like sweatpants and you're standing out there for an hour in the sun, it's gonna be hot. I can tell you that too, and I mean I don't have to say that. Yes, Ryan does like to be on camera. He does like to talk. He's good at it. We know that. But you need to be on the tier. You don't have to sit there and, again, like, tell everybody what you do at the store and the process of what you do.
I wonder if Tyson would ever come on.
I don't know. I'd like to hear some of his hockey stuff. I mean,
he's a good talker, too.
Yes.
Yep.
Something too good of a talker. Again, no shot at Tyson, but yeah, there's a few times when we.
No, Bobby, not Mike Tyson.
Tyson chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Magdorn.
Yeah.
Tyson, aka Magdorn.
Mike Tyson is not a good talker. It's spinal.
Yeah, we couldn't afford him even if we wanted to. I don't know. Maybe we could.
No.
Offer him $5, maybe.
No.
Maybe years ago when he was down on his luck.
Yeah. Prior to what the hell? Hangover. Probably prior to Hangover coming out.
Yeah.
Well, the money he made on the freaking
Jake Paul fight. Yeah. Yeah, he got paid something like it was either $10 or $20 million to not knock him out.
That's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, and he did really well with his one-man show. His spoken word show is really good.
Yes, we know it was a bullshit fight, Bobby. It was all publicity. Yeah. It was all about fucking money.
Every Jake Paul fight is.
Well, if like who was it? Was it Pacquiao, Floyd Money Mayweather?
Mm-hmm.
I think that shit was fixed. It was a money grab. Because
Yeah,
honestly, I don't know who could have won that fight because they were both different in their fighting styles, but they were both really good. And the fact that, like, if I'm not mistaken, that ended in a draw. Bullshit.
What, Pacquiao Mayweather?
Yeah.
No, Mayweather won.
Yeah, but it still went to the card.
Yeah. Yes, it went to a decision. It was, he didn't knock him out or anything. And I think it came out that Pacquiao was injured. I think his left hand was fucked.
Well, that's one of the few boxing matches I actually watched. I got invited to go watch the fight, and like that was the most boring fight I think I've ever seen. Except until like the later rounds, because that's when it almost seemed like we're almost done. We need to make it look like we're earning our money here.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we could all buy some killer cards with $10 million.
I just want somebody to take a Jake Paul fight and knock him out, even though he's not supposed to, because somebody else paid him. Hey, I know you're getting $20 million for this fight, and you only get $5 million if you knock him out. He goes, "I'll give you the other $15 million to do it."
Right.
That's what we need to happen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he needs to be knocked down a little bit.
Yeah.
And it has to be like the old wrestling angle where somebody comes in, brings him the briefcase, gives him the money after, like he's doing the interview. Here you go, sir. And just like walks away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he can knock out like Jake Paul's fucking stooges, and hopefully Logan Paul's stooges are there too and knock them all out too.
I do have to say though, he's actually surprised me when it comes to WWE.
He's super athletic.
Yeah.
And
he's picking up on shit. Then that's good.
He can do the promos. Like his promos are cocky as fuck, which is his personality, so it comes natural.
Right.
But
he was a born heel.
Exactly. And super talented, man. It's amazing some of the shit that he's done in a short amount of time.
Yeah, when you've done better than some of the guys that have been doing the sport for the better part of a decade. It's like,
right.
And you get it. And that's where I like listening to Cornette, where usually he'd shit on somebody like that immediately for being involved, like Jelly Roll trying to punch fucking, I don't even remember who it was, like on Saturday Night's Main Event.
Oh, yeah. I even forget who it was.
Somebody. Oh, McIntyre? No, McIntyre.
No, it could have been McIntyre. It could have been. I'll since the research department's not here, I'll see if I can confirm.
But yeah, it's like when you get people like that going in, I'm like, no, come on now. Jelly Roll trying to throw a punch, no, that's like
not
a physical activity. It's physical activity for like a month when he does that. But come on. He's not going to knock anybody. Nobody.
That's kind of funny since we were just talking about him. He punched Logan Paul.
Yeah, and there you go. It's like,
Now we couldn't have planned that any better.
No.
McIntyre might have came out afterwards and like trucked him or something.
Yeah, because I think it says like McIntyre responds or something. I didn't pull up the whole video. And I think rumor has it, I think Logan's trying to sell his illustrator.
You mean Jake?
Logan.
Logan's the one that has the illustrator?
The PSA 10 illustrator, yep.
Oh, I thought it was Jake who
it's Logan. Nope, It's Logan. Because Logan's the big Pokemon guy.
Yeah, because he came out to one of them fucking events with it around.
Yeah, with it around his neck. Yep.
I don't know if it's WrestleMania. I don't think it was in Abu Dhabi or whatever the fuck it was over in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, something he paid like nine.
What the fuck
He
is
paid
that?
like
That's
9 million.
cool.
It was a lot of money.
Yeah, he paid like 9 million for it at the time. But it's I don't know. Like at the time, it was the Pop One. Like I don't know if it still is or not.
I gotta. That's unless stuff is sealed up, as we've said before, it's like that was a game. Like when you talk about Magic, that's a game you're meant to fucking handle the cards
Yep.
in order to play the game. So again, there's
Yep.
not going to be a lot of that shit like Gem Mint 10 unless it's still sealed up. You're busting wax or busting decks.
Well, typically any of those would have fallen in line with the trading card game or the collector component of a TCG because it's collectible card game.
Mm,
There are a lot of people who actually just collected the cards, but the vast majority of people, me included, played the game. So a lot of your cards weren't pristine. And of course,
No,
then again,
dude.
like I didn't have any alphas, so like it didn't fucking matter anyways. At the time, I could have actually afforded them because they were still fairly inexpensive
Yeah.
compared to now. But you know, hindsight's 2020.
Correct.
So, anyways, we are coming up on 9 o'clock, Dave. We want to go ahead and we want to give Vincenzo a few extra minutes, see if he joins, and then we can do our top 5 real quick. I don't have a top 5 because I can only think of 3.
What was the topic? It's not in the name.
Oh. Okay. Hold on. It was not in the name. It was in the description. Okay, so top 5 items.
I'm not digging more than surface level, so
Well,
it's surface level.
Top 5 items that we would have loved to get as kids and never were able to get. For example, cards, bikes, clothing.
So like if you couldn't get a pair of Jordans, you couldn't get a bike.
Oh no, I get it. The one thing popped into my head right off the bat.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it on and off, and I'm like, the same 3 things come to mind, and I can't. So I may have to leverage something that Dave throws out, or if Vincenzo joins, or even something that you throw out, even though you only have one that came to your mind immediately. To spark the brain from working.
And I mean, yeah, it's a lot. It's like I basically have 2 for my 1 and 2 because that's what I mean. Still to this day, I want. And I talked to one of the guys that I've known from like Packet Message Board and like the all message boards that he's the same way. He's got like the specific taste of the kid with these items, and I always tell him like, if you ever find one of these, please let me know. That's yeah, Ken. That's you looked at the Mount Rushmore as a kid. You're like, oh man, I wish I could date that one. It's like, yeah, with my Ernie Irvin Texaco shirt, I don't believe girls were hammering down the door. So I specifically say that to you too, Ken. I know you love racing, so. But yeah, I looked at the list. Mask is on there, of course. But I mean, the last 2. That's what I was sitting at, and then like clothing wise, that's pretty easy. I know. I mean, I never looked good in one of these, even as a kid. I would just be like, no. And then the other one, I had a fake pair of them. That was the cool part. Not fake as in a counterfeit. Fake as a completely off-brand price. So, and got ridiculed at school. So a win-win for everyone. So we'll give Vinny a moment or two to get on so we can get that bumper between when Ryan jumps on or Neil stumbles into the room at some
Yeah,
point.
because like mine, I guess two of them would fall into the quote unquote, I guess you could call it toy category. I don't know what else I could categorize it without giving it away. And then one of them is actually card related specifically. But again, like when you put up the placeholder and I went and looked at it, I'm sitting there going, damn. I figured it would have been like a few things that just, and a couple did, but it took a while for even the third one to show up in the memory bank.
And that's even thinking about that, I'm like, okay, let's do something again. Card show. We love card shows. We would have loved to go to them as kids. More so. I'm just like, how many things, and especially with summer, a lot of that stuff is usually summer related. Like, again, you want to get something new for summer, so because you can use it more because it's summer. So, and now again, when I try to think of these, I try to think where we can at least stumble on 3.
Right.
And then there's things like, then you have to start thinking, maybe a little bit of a 4. And the 5th one is like a little more difficult. Yeah, you got to start a couple scoops of the shovel scoops out you got to get out.
Yeah,
so,
well, that's on my list.
If you're into G.I. Joe, that's the thing you wanted.
That's all my that is the first thing that came to mind because I never got it.
For me, the first, whenever you mentioned, the thing that popped into my head was the Proton Pack.
Okay.
I always wanted it, never got it. Yep.
I did have a Discman, as a matter of fact. I won it for free at the credit union raffle. That's the only reason why I had one, is because I won it.
My sister, who's just about 3 years younger than me, she was always the one that was into the new stuff like that. She got a Discman one year. She got a Game Boy. I never got one. It didn't interest me. But yeah, she had a Game Boy. She had a Discman. Neither one of those things did I ever own.
Yeah, and any of the game systems that were out, I got all the ones that I preferred. Because if I wanted to play something else, I knew where I could go to play it. But it wasn't something that was a preference.
Yeah.
So, I could see somebody immediately going to something video game related. Well, at least in my case, I got everything that I wanted for the game systems I preferred. But I knew I could go here and play like Super Nintendo, or I could go here and play Sony CD or Dreamcast or GameCube, that type of shit. So video games systems never made it on my list because I was at least lucky enough
to get them
from that standpoint. I didn't get them always the first year they came out. I mean, yeah. that's not always how that works, but I would eventually get them.
And 2 more things I wanted. Mine are almost all toys. But I wanted Castle Grayskull, never got it.
I had it.
And
that was awesome.
Yeah, and I wanted my mind just went blank. What was the other thing that just was right there? Oh, I always wanted the Nerf bow and arrow. I
Okay.
thought it.
Okay.
I thought it was awesome, and to me, that was like the pinnacle of Nerf toys. But I never got that. I always got the next tier down when it came to
Gotcha.
that stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're not giving any suspense this go round, so I'll just go ahead and throw the other ones out, and then Dave, you can go to yours, and maybe some other stuff will spark here. For anybody in the chat, throw some out there. Top 5 things, even if you can only think of one. Top 5 things that you wanted as a kid that you never were able to get. Whether toys, clothing, anything that you can possibly think of. So USS Flag was on my list for sure. I think that was on a lot of kids' lists who love G.I. Joe. Number 2 was a Mongoose bicycle.
Okay.
Mongoose, like at the time, were, I don't want to say top of the line, but like all the cool people had them because they were expensive.
Yeah.
You know, my Huffy or my BMX, was, $60, $70. A freaking Mongoose was, like 180 or some shit.
Plus, it's cool to say.
It is.
I mean,
so like my mom could never justify spending that much money on a bike, but she'd spend, $110 on a game system. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So USS Flag, a Mongoose, shit. What's my other one? I just lost it. Oh, card related. 1993 SP, football and baseball. I always wanted to open a box. Never got to. I didn't get to open any 93 SP packs until like 96, 97. So, and reason being, that's the first year of SP. So it's one of those in which, to me, that kind of changed. That took Upper Deck from 89 Upper Deck and a changing of the hobby to an even bigger step up and coming out with 93 SP.
Yep. All that awesome foil.
Yep. So that's like the 3 that came immediately to my mind. Well, you missing? Okay, so you mentioned skateboard. One of my friends who used to live across the street, he didn't come from money, but he came from a divorced family. So mom remarried, so he had stepdad, but he also had his biological father still, and his biological father would sometimes, of course, let him spend a little bit more money than, mom and stepdad would, because that's just how shit would work. I don't remember the website. I don't know who it was sponsored by, but at the time it was sponsored by one of the big skateboarders. And no, it was not Tony Hawk. I couldn't tell you who it was. But you could order everything for a skateboard, from the board, the grip tape, the freaking everything. So you literally got to build your perfect skateboard, and of course, depending on what you got, cost X or Y or Z. So of course, like, you could get to the point to where like you're dropping $500 and $600, which was definitely a shit ton in the early 90s. And so he was able to do it like twice. And when we would go and skateboard or whatever, I rode one of them, because like you can't ride 2 at the same time. So
Difficult.
And I wanted to get one, and it wasn't the website, it was a catalog. Sorry, it's one of those in which I automatically go to internet. But I took the magazine or whatever and I was like, Mom, I want to order one. And like she goes, absolutely fucking not. So there you go. There's actually 4 for me.
Yeah. One card related, I never got the Jose Canseco Donruss rookie card. I always wanted it, never got it, and still have never bought one.
Doesn't that almost make you feel like, why not? Why after?
Yeah,
It was something that you wanted so
this
bad.
topic brought that up. Like, I could just go buy one now.
Oh yeah, some of the freaking Lego pirate sets, not just like the ships, but any of the pirate sets, they were fucking sweet, man.
Yep.
I had one of them, and I think again, whatever one it was, had the cable thing with the cage that dropped down.
Okay.
And I mean, again, it was go back to like the old days of when you looked at the bottom shelf of Kmart or Target, and those sets were like 3,200 fucking bricks. It wasn't like 1,800 now. It was like a $120, $140, $50 deal. It was big, and then it was like those were like 60 to 70 bucks tops, like maximum. It was that was the price. So you had your space, you had your city, you had the pirate ship. I liked that the most. It was just cool. And it wasn't just like the mold for the base and everything else was easy to put together. I loved those. I don't know.
Now it feels like
No,
anytime.
it wasn't Bobby. I know what vintage nomenclature you speak of, but
I feel like now anytime I walk down the Lego aisle, there aren't sets like that. Everything now is a licensed thing.
A lot of it is, yep.
It very rarely do you just see, a pirate ship with no affiliation. You might see a pirate ship. It's going to be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
You don't see something that isn't a brand of something else anymore.
The only ones,
I mean, that stuff sells. My wife wants all the Harry Potter stuff.
Oh fuck yeah! When you get to like the Frozen or again, it's not with it, but like Dora or some specific or Bluey had Legos. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
that's printing money. So yeah. Or the flowers now. I see all these stupid like flower ones.
Yep.
Like the high end. I'm like, no, I don't need that. I want the pirate ship. I want to fucking put together the one I never got, but I never really at the time wanted. It was like the hospital type one.
Okay.
But that would have been one that I would have gone back and like I would like that with the ambulance, the police cars, and it was a fucking big set. So, and I usually that was like the big Christmas gift. Like you get a jacket that maybe you wanted, like a starter jacket or the Apex or something like that, that had great design for the time. It wasn't like the shit you see now where it looks like almost blind people are putting together fabric and like, oh man, this is what's hot now with sweatpants or some bullshit like that. Like you get sweatpants for Christmas, you are in the lower doldrums of what?
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm stewing on the floor, just pissed.
Yeah, I'm like, if I'm getting sweatpants, somebody's getting fucking shamed. Like, this is what we can afford? This? Like, ooh.
Number 5, or the 5th thing for me, it's a story I've told before about the original Griffey Nikes that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents wouldn't spend the money on it. I think the kid size was like 85 or 100.
Yep.
And the adult size was 125, I think, or 150. Somewhere, I think 125. And I was told no. And then watched my dad buy them for himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's
a
special.
kick in the nuts. Yeah, that's a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. My dad, who couldn't give 2 fucks about King Griffey Jr., I wanted those shoes. They were awesome. No. And then bought it for himself.
And he did it just to spite you.
It felt like that.
No, dude, that's exactly what that was, man. No matter how you slice it, dude.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, I probably should talk to a therapist about that. I probably haven't dealt with it.
It's possible.
That's a rough thing for a kid.
Thankfully, I didn't have to experience that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, no. Okay. I take that back.
Here's the thing that sucked is once I got older and my foot grew too quickly for me to ever be in the right size for him. Because he still had them because he really never wore them.
Again, so he did it just to spite you.
They were in his closet. They were in his closet, and by the time I got old enough, my foot was too small, and then within a year it was too big. So I never actually got to wear them either.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So I have to take it back. Most people know, so I was raised by a single mom. Okay. My mom and biological father divorced when I was 1 or 2.
Okay.
Over the course of multiple years, he kind of popped in, popped out, popped in, popped out. I got him into collecting cards. So he knew that I collected cards, and that was his way of connecting with me, even though he lived in San Antonio and I lived in North Texas. So that was his connection to me.
Mm-hmm.
And 13, I think I was 13 or 14. We were in San Antonio for Christmas with my main family, and I call it my main family because I really didn't know my father's side of the family. I didn't. But we ended up having Christmas like with my main family, and then we ended up having Christmas with his side of the family. So I got to see like him and my half siblings, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents on that side, and everything else. What did he give me for Christmas? He got me cards. Cheaper boxes, but the fact that like he knew I collected cards, it was still fun to open. Like it didn't matter. It was just the experience of being able to open cards with my father, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple years later, we were down in San Antonio. So I was 15, 16 years old at the time. And we ended up going to a card shop. And he knew I always wanted a box of 93 SP, most notably football.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck does he buy? A 93 SP box of football.
Ouch.
Yeah. And I didn't even get to see him open it either.
Oh, fuck.
That was even the worst part.
Yeah, because even if he bought it for himself, he could split the box and you guys could open it together.
Well, that kind of was my thought, but yeah.
I mean, it still sucks, but damn.
And the stupid thing is, it's not like years later, 93 SP football was not super expensive. It was, right. It's not like you could go to anywhere and find it, but it was still fairly reasonable considering. And yet I still didn't freaking ever buy a box.
Yeah. Yeah, because those were probably what, $7, $8 a pack? I feel like that was about, I'm thinking of 94 SP baseball because that's what I could relate to. Because I always wanted to buy those to get the A-Rod rookie. But I never had the money to do that. My parents were going to. I think the 94 SP baseball was like either $8 or $10 a pack.
Yeah, because if memory serves me right, at the one card show, 95 SP football, they were selling for $10.
Yeah.
Which is astronomical because the box was not, $240. That's right. Not what they were selling a sealed box for.
No.
But most people were buying it by the pack, and they were doing pack wars.
No.
And those dealers were making a shit ton of money because there was only one dealer that had it. Yeah. And he probably had like 2 cases.
And those packs, I mean, that's astronomical in price when, your tops, your Fleer, your Score, and all that stuff were $152 a pack.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh my God. And seeing that's how my parents would look at it when they bought me cards. They're like, well, why are we going to buy you one of those when we can buy 5 of these for the same price?
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, yeah, makes sense. But
yeah, the only issue with stuff now, Scott, is I'd have a hard time trusting people on eBay and buying sealed boxes. If I could find an actual card shop that had 93 SP football for that price point, I'd probably buy it.
Yeah.
That may be something Ryan gets for his vintage. Ryan might have some.
It's possible. It's possible. It is possible. But yeah, that's very few out. I mean, there's others that I never got to open that I wish I would have. But that one is still always going to be at the top of my list.
Yeah.
And it was all because of Bledsoe. Had nothing to do about any of the other rookies.
Yeah.
I could give two shits about Jerome Bettis, Rick Meyer. I didn't care. It was all about Drew Bledsoe and that foil rookie.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Marshall Faulk as well.
94.
94 is Marshall Faulk. Okay.
Yep. So it's granted nowadays I would give a shit about, Jerome Bettis, for instance. But at that point in time, it was all about Bledsoe.
Yeah.
And I ended up with my Bledsoe. I told the story at said card show, 95 SP for the win, and pulling the Dan Marino freaking SP card that was like 1 in 10,000 packs or whatever. And I made a killing because that card now is like $12 book value. Yeah. So one of the few trades that really paid off for me in the scheme of things. So go ahead, Dave.
And I thought of another one too. And again, you guys might think of this as well, or it'll jostle the memory. For like number 5, the one that I added was, and I don't know if this was it. It sounds like it is in my head, but I don't remember as a kid what the Louisville Slugger bat. I got TPX. I thought that was what it was, like the fucking high end, like baseball bat for like Little League that people wanted. And that again, that's what I'm trying to remember if that was it, because I remember it was like a bunch of initials. I don't remember what the initials meant. I mean, Top Power Extreme or Top Performance Extreme, something like that. But again, I remember a baseball bat being a couple $100.
I still wanted a Louisville Slugger, regardless.
And again, it could be. It wouldn't have mattered, but like I think a Worth bat. So like a Kmart $20 or $30. So I never really wanted Jordans. I bought in to the Reebok pumps. That was what I got for the off-brand shoe. I got mine at Prangieway and Superior, and they were like $25. I still remember the pump thing was on the right-hand side, or the right and the left-hand side of each foot, so it was an outer thing in the foot. I did get my pumps. I've got them still somewhere floating around here for my football cleats when I was a senior. In East Bay, they had that, plus like the pump thing and a couple cartridges, I think for like $29 out of that. So I'm like, I get to live that, but it's 7-8 years after it really mattered. Clothing wise, there wasn't a lot out there that really spoke to me back then. Again, just give me some jeans. Basically, how I am now is how I was then. Some stupid t-shirt, jeans, and I'm good. I got jerseys as a kid. I didn't ever get basketball because it didn't, for me, it wouldn't look good as a pudgier kid. Football, you can cover up the pudge. Baseball, they really didn't have a lot back then. I mean, you get the Griffey, the cool vest one.
Yeah.
But
I have an A-Rod vest one hanging up in my closet right now.
see, and again, I don't remember exactly the bats. I just remember seeing a couple kids have like some fucking ridiculous bats, or you hear about a kid at some tournament, like a couple grades up, having like some ridiculous bat that was cool.
Yeah, because that was long before like the DeMarini.
Oh, God, yeah. You had Easton, you had Louisville Slugger, that TPX. Those were the three that were like the top of the line, not in that particular order. And then you had your fucking Kmart bats that you could plop, and it was like 20 to 35, 40, maybe $40 tops. So
my uncle had the Easton Black Magic, so I got to play with it when I was a kid. But when it came to clothes, there were only two things I ever wanted, and I actually got both of them because we would always go to the mall and you go in Champs and you see all the jerseys hanging everywhere. And one year, I don't remember if it was my birthday or Christmas or what it was, but my parents bought me the teal Griffey Jr. jersey.
okay. Yeah.
And then the other one I asked for, my aunt, my dad's sister, bought me the Emmitt Smith Cowboys jersey that had the stars on the shoulders. Those jerseys were so cool. And I had the Emmitt Smith one. And that was before I was even a fan of football. The only game that ever got played in our house was the Super Bowl. So that was y'all, and during that time when I was a kid, that's when the Cowboys were good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you saw that stuff. So I got to see Emmitt Smith, and I just thought, when they came out the star jerseys, I thought those were the coolest things ever, even though I wasn't a Cowboys fan or even a football fan.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's kind of interesting. I think because the Emmitt Smith jersey was the first one that I ever got. And the only reason why I got it was Cowboys are the team that got played in the house most frequently, other than on occasion the Broncos would play. And I've mentioned this before. My grandmother loved Elway, which is why I became a Broncos fan. But it was one of those in which I mentioned that I liked Emmitt. I liked watching Emmitt play.
Yep.
And it was like, you talk about jerseys and everything else. So that was one of the first things, first jersey. And it's obvious. I think it's probably still at my dad's house in the closet somewhere, because it's not in my closet. And then there's this guy.
What's up, guys?
Who are you?
What's going on?
I'm Bob Lewis, YouTube Hall of Famer, class of 2020.
There we go.
And flex.
And who are you again? Like, that means what?
I am the jester of time. That's all that need. That's all that matters.
Good to see you, Bob. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a week, but all good. Good to be back on the IRP. I was listening. I just got back. I was listening. I was trying to decipher what the top 5 gifts we never got that wanted. I heard about Conseco and some pirate ship Legos and King Griffey Jr. shoes, which he definitely did that in spite.
Yeah. So top 5 things that you wanted as a kid that you never got.
Yeah. All right.
That's the top 5, and most of us haven't come up with 5 really. Well, I guess we have now with help.
I'll go for the clothing, and again, said not that I look good with them as a pudgy kid, filling out, eating chips and fucking junk food. Jabos or Z Cavarici jeans. Like you knew the price tag on them.
Yep. I was
Jabos
going to
were
say that's the
pushing
only two
100.
that. Yeah, that's the only two that came to
Cavarici were
mind.
in that $60 to $70 range, and they had the Jabos across like the fly had that's where their logo was, so you knew it was like different. But again, I wouldn't have looked good in them. I would have been 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. It just wouldn't have been a positive situation for anyone. 3, mask. I had the one. I had Gator. I've said that a trillion times. Never had like and again, I don't know. I can't remember the garage gas station, the big deal.
Boulder Hill.
Yeah, Boulder Hill, the base, as it were. But Jackhammer, that was when I got one, 2-3 years ago. And that's basically where it's topped off. I still want to get Steve's shit. It's a very slow work in progress, but those were all things. A buddy's grandma got him, like, and I've said this too, like every toy. Turtle, G.I. Joe's, Mask, Ghostbusters, he had all the shit. Just spoiled the shit out of him. But he's a good kid. So it wasn't like some Nelson Muntz kid where he's like beating people up and gets stuff. So it was just that's what he likes. And Legos. Get fucking Legos for days and gaming system. He had every gaming system. Pretty much known to man. But I got to play with a lot of stuff over there, so that sort of like tempered my excitement to be like, okay, you want to come over? Of course I do, because you've got every toy in the fucking Willy Wonka.
Yeah, please.
The Willy Wonka and the candy, and this is like whatever the toy version. It's like, you got it. Let's play. So the mask,
all the mask is safely in storage, so it's still when you're ready to
Make
go
a road
through it.
trip down there?
Well, no, you figure out, because I've told you there's some stuff that may be missing. Some of the actions may or may not fully work anymore, just for the simple fact that they're fucking old. But it's one of those in which I'd rather us take an opportunity, me have it sitting here. Okay, here's this. This is what I know was missing. This is what doesn't work. And I can still clean it up and whatever. And like I know you're not fully concerned that they all have to fully work or fully be complete in certain situations. But I would rather you make the decision of what you would prefer and what you would, instead of saying, okay, this is what I want for all of it. And then you get it and you went like, well, I wish I would have gone through and looked at all these and made the decision that way. Not that I would screw you over. I'm going to be honest with you. But there's a lot.
With that stuff, it's always, all kinds of parts and shit and triggers and mechanisms. So,
Yep.
And then number one, I've said this countless times when I talk about with the guy from the message board that's, I think, down in Oklahoma. Haro. I wanted a Haro trick bike. I could still see the fucking bike in my head. Powder blue, white mags. I mean, it just not like the BMX where you're ripping on the dirt hills and stuff like that. This is like you're gonna be spinning the fork around to get the gyro, so the brake cables aren't fucking up, and the forks and pegs and back that right underneath the seat where that frame would stand on it. That thing that's always been like the childhood toy accompaniment, whatever, because back in whatever it would have been 85, 86, I remember getting a bike magazine. I don't know if it was Thrasher, because that was skateboard stuff, but I don't remember if they ever got bikes, but it was like one of those type of magazines, and it was like here's like the new bikes that are coming out, and it was like, again, GT, Dyno Comp, all these, you had probably 6 to 8 bikes, and it was that Haro that was like $650, and I'm like, that's a fucking ton for a bike. But at the same time, that's a cool bike, and I've got like some. It's like a VHS I got for Christmas. It's like, well, okay, we're not gonna get you the bike. Here's a videotape, like BMX, and that fucking bike is one of the first ones, like shown doing a trick, and I almost felt like spite situation there. Like, well, you can't. We're not getting it for you, but here you can watch some ride it. Like, oh, okay, thanks. And I mean, yeah, I'd get the bike from J&L or like the hardware store, and it'd be like, well, it's got mags on it, and like, or that disc, and thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes parents didn't fully grasp the concept of some things.
No, and again, I get, you always understand where they came from. You're not going to spend.
Very true. But, and that's a valid statement too, because like my first bike did not have pegs. All my friends who had bikes had pegs. Because that was the easiest way to get around, you know, either on the front or the back pegs, and you know, that's just what you did. Yep. And it's not like pegs were super expensive either. I mean,
no, because you could buy them after the fact too for a decent price. But again, when I came on the bike and it was like the color of like the rim, if it had like mags on it, if it was like the color of the brake cables, or like the thing with the chain is that deal. It's like, yeah, you put them on aftermarket. It's like, yeah, they're fucking steel color or whatever.
Yep.
Like
Everybody's sitting down, right? You know, we were talking about this guy earlier, and we didn't quite think he was going to show up.
Yeah.
But he's actually going to grace us with his presence for the first time in a long time. And I am super excited. Are you ready, my friend?
He's like, no, I'm not going to be here. This is.
Are you ready, my friend? Give me a thumbs up if you're good.
I'm already here.
No, you're the other one. You were the other one. You were the unexpected. Like he was. Well, you're always invited, Bob. You know this, but we'd like to welcome our good friend, Mr. RBICRU7, Neil.
How's it going, boys?
Going on?
Good to see you, Neil. Good to
turn
see
this up. I can barely hear y'all.
Yeah, you definitely need to make sure you hear us.
Yeah, it's probably a good start, right?
Yeah.
Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you.
Yeah, same. Sorry, it's been a while. I'm old. I'm usually in bed by now.
Age is a state of mind, Neil. Age is a state of mind.
How are things, boys?
No complaints. No complaints.
That's good. I was going to hold this thing, so hopefully I can hear.
I'm going to put Neil up here because that's where he deserves to be.
Sandwiched in the middle?
Yeah. You like it. You know that. So what's new?
Not much, guys. I'll be honest. Just getting ready for next week.
What does that look like for you exactly?
For me, personally, it's just what we've been posting these last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The NCWO stuff.
Yeah.
I don't do any of the pricing. That's all Ryan and our buddy John.
Okay.
I get to do the fun stuff with the videos and that.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely been fun to follow along.
Yeah, we have a blast doing them for sure.
Is there any kind of like sense of creating, you know, ultimately creating some hype for stuff that you're bringing along, like whetting people's appetites? Like, this is the stuff that's coming with us.
I mean, we're just more getting people hype up just to be there. I mean, they know we're gonna have wrestling stuff, so we're doing obviously the NCWO parodies. So I think Ryan will probably give a sneak peek maybe once we're there and set up a little bit, but
that's cool.
Yeah.
And how was your vacation at the beginning of June?
Wasn't too bad. I mean, little more stressful with a 3.5-year-old. I'm sure you remember.
See, and that's I always go back and like Naomi was always and like she is now. She's pretty chill. It's not. I mean, she'll have her moments where you want to square peg, circular hole. But what are you doing? What is going on? But
yeah, I mean,
you see a lot
Bishop's
of
pretty chill, but yeah, he can have his moments if he doesn't get his way.
Yeah, there's. And that's why they keep those toys on the bottom shelf. So you spend $45 on an Octonauts playset that you want.
Yep, he definitely had to have like bubbles or something like that. I can't even remember what it was.
But those don't cost much. That's like a. You want to talk about
the bubble maker or whatever the heck it was expensive.
Okay. I was gonna say if it's just a stick in the fucking cup or whatever. Come on now,
Kids these days can't be entertained by that.
No, you got to have like a dolphin head that blows bubbles out of its head or something like that.
Battery operated.
Yeah.
Can't be manual labor.
No. That takes like 14D batteries and
exactly.
So you're not only putting the cost of the machine on there, you're putting those batteries and it runs out after like 10 minutes.
And then you need the supplemental like gallon of refill for the bubble blower. I have girls, so bubbles are all over. Yeah.
And that was like we just would sit there with the wand and do that, and I was like, thank you for being very cheap in that regard, because getting Dora shit and all this other stuff, like she never was into Barbie, so that was like wonderful, because I think that's the biggest racket toy wise. But yeah, just like, oh, I want Legos. Okay, I will build Legos. I can. I
don't even know if I can hear you guys any better now.
You don't want to hear us.
Oh, I do. You know that. All right. I will be right back, guys. All right? I promise.
Yeah. Okay.
It's one of those, I can guarantee you, I have nothing important to say that you'll need to hear nor remember. So, this is a Snoop Dogg rookie card. Right? Have I mentioned my 76-year-old dad's like sudden appreciation for Snoop Dogg after the Olympics, and now he just notices him in commercials everywhere? It's like the least likely person to ever like. I mean, he's got his own clothing line now, and I'm like half debate. His birthday is on the 28th.
You got the nice little Coke nail going in on that card.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm thinking about gifting him the Snoop Dogg rookie card and a Top Dog T-shirt.
Very nice.
Yeah. But like, we remember those styles from like the 90s, and they're like the essay type of flannel button-ups.
Yep.
Like, I'm just looking for a T-shirt with like Top Dog right here. Like he is still a 76-year-old white guy, so there's only so much he can pull off.
No Fear would have been the other shirts. I got a couple, but there's like a lot of them that were.
Yep, there were a lot of, man, I would like to have that No Fear shirt, and instead I got the Big Dog shirt.
Yeah.
Well, so you got. I couldn't really think of like because I can admit it here as an almost 44-year-old man that I was very spoiled. I was never left wanting, so to speak. But there were things that like I wanted to do. Like I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons. So like I always wanted to watch The Simpsons. You guys mentioned those T-shirts. We'd go to Myrtle Beach, and like I would always want the Big Johnson T-shirt because it had like a chick on with like a bikini or something. I wasn't allowed to buy that. So there were things. It was more like just not allowed to have it, as opposed to like a Spencer's Gifts, like, can I have this poster of, a hot chick or whatever? Like, no, you have to get the Lamborghini Diablo poster instead. So, all right.
I remember
The
the
one-
Big Johnson t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
I remember 2 of them specifically. I believe my dad had both of them. There was a mechanic one. You always get a nut loose if you got a Big Johnson. And then the other one was it was Big Johnson bar casino. It was liquor up front, poker in the rear.
Classic.
Yeah. Those you got to see those walking around at the car shows. I spent a lot of time at car shows as a kid.
And if you wore that now, you'd be canceled.
Oh, 1,000,000%. But I probably wouldn't at the Missouri State Fair.
Yeah, there's places you'd be revered at some places.
Now, Neil,
Yes.
I am jealous that you got to go to Savannah Bananas.
That was insane. That was a blast.
Oh my God. I could not, I was like, holy crap, when Izzy was there, when Isringhausen came out.
Well, you know who I was excited for.
Well, I know you were looking forward to Wayno.
I didn't even know he was going to be there. I look up at the Jumbotron, and they're showing highlights of Wainwright. I'm like, oh, God, no way. Ain't going to happen. And then, boom.
That's even better.
Yeah, I was ecstatic.
How
Like, Izzy and Lance Lynn would have been cool, but
yeah,
I'm very happy I got Wayno.
Yeah. I was like, man, I haven't thought about Jason Isringhausen in probably 2 decades.
Yeah. Yeah, that game, and it goes by so quick because there's always something going on.
Mhm.
So you don't have that downtime where you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. There's dancing going on. There's shirts getting thrown out into the crowd. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, they look like a blast.
Yeah.
As a Pirate fan, it's a shame when the only sellouts you have during the season are when the Savannah Bananas come to town.
That's how the Cardinals are this year. So
Okay.
it was opening day and the Savannah Bananas.
Oof.
Yeah, it's been a rough one.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I couldn't name the Cardinals lineup.
There's been some guys I'm like, who the heck is that and where did he come from? Like,
And I have
some of our outfielders.
I have a fantasy baseball dynasty team, and I couldn't name 5 Cardinals.
I can probably name 5, but that'd be about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams out there right now like that.
Yeah.
Just kind of in between, like, okay, are the good guys going to develop and make it or not?
Yeah, I'm just glad they're not talking about like expansion or something like dumb like that.
Oh God, that would water it down so much.
It'd be bad.
Yeah.
If anything, cut a couple teams.
Yeah, I was just going to say they need to go the other way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
That Herrera,
Yeah, Ivan Herrera.
Mason Wynn,
Yeah.
Arenado.
These are all personal PCs that Dave has, side PCs probably. One of many.
Early All-Stars, Brendan Donovan at second base. We still got Contreras at first.
Okay.
Alec Burleson.
Lars Newbar still on the team?
Yep, Newt's still there.
Okay.
Jordan Walker must still be somewhere around.
He's probably still in the IL.
Yeah, he didn't quite develop.
No. Not like they were open.
But, I mean, he looked like he was 40 when he was 19, so
Right.
he didn't look like a ball player.
No.
Yeah. But
I sold him at the right time. He came up and was like hot for a couple weeks. I had like a numbered first Bowman, like a speckled number card. Somebody bought it for like $80. I was like, solid.
bye-bye.
Yep.
Right. See ya.
Probably a $5 card now.
If that.
Yeah.
So what have you picked up lately?
I haven't
Anything?
picked up much. Mainly wrestling cards, and I picked up like the Hugh Jackman Wolverine auto.
Yeah,
But-
that was the one. Did it come back PSA 10?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right. That's incredible.
That I didn't think that thing would 10 but I'm not complaining, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been mostly picking up stuff for Bishop, so
Nice.
yeah, get his collection starting.
What's he into? Wrestling?
Wrestling and like Spider-Man. So those
Okay.
Marvel Chromes are perfect because they have the character Bishop and they have all the Spider-Man in it.
Oh, nice.
You know, he's not gonna know what it is, but it'll take time. He'll be there.
Someday you
He
will.
will.
Yeah.
He will.
Exactly.
That Marvel
I
Chrome is.
didn't know who Jim Brown was when my dad bought me a card of Jim Brown. You know,
Yeah.
as a 10-year-old. So he's like, "You'll know one day." I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
And sure enough, you do.
right."
What about wrestling? Who's he into wrestling wise?
Cody Rhodes, that's his guy.
Nice.
Because when I started letting him watch it, it was Cody and Rock thing. So he calls wrestling Cody Rock. So he knows Cody Rhodes whenever he sees him. So
That's great.
Did I did I happen to miss something?
If you could undo that, that would be great. Pushing buttons on a phone.
So that's why I was like, I'm trying to figure this out because I'm like, did I miss something?
No, that's me being technologically. When you push again on that hide chat, it came up further than it needed to. And this thing is like right below. It's like that's what you want from like the hide chat show on stage or whatever, or hide stage or whatever, especially on a phone. So I think one of these episodes will do a GoFundMe for me to get a small laptop, but correctly do anything with the technological standpoint. And that's still the stuff I haven't got into though. It's like the wrestling cards. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I got that Nakamura from you guys 2 years ago, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna start buying more Nakamura stuff.
yeah,
I think I've gotten like 2 more cards in the last 2 years. I'm like, and again, it's all fucking guys I've either met or I've followed forever. As you know too, it's like, but I don't know.
I mean it's something I've been around since I was little.
Yeah,
So that's a little Stone Cold action.
Yeah, like I was never into wrestling like that, but the attitude. I mean, I was when I was a kid, Hulk and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the Attitude Era a little. So it's like you see that in a $5 bin. It's like, oh, numbered to 99. That's cool. I'll pick that up.
It brings
yeah.
memories. That's
That's what
the
it is.
best
For
part.
sure.
Yeah. I mean, like my dad used to be a pro wrestler, so I've been around it since I was
Oh, nice.
very little. So it's just always been in my life. So it's just something I like.
Yeah, I've been meaning to pick up a Stone Cold auto and an HBK auto out of Impeccable for both of them.
Yeah.
And I just still have never pulled the trigger. Price has never just been like, yes, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like with the wrestling cards, they're starting to shoot up again
Yeah.
because they're stopping. They haven't put out too many products, and since Topps took the license over, they just had Topps Chrome.
Wow.
So it's just like, I don't know. So all the Panini stuff's selling now
Well,
because wrestling fans got to get their fix.
oh yeah.
Sure.
You give them all kinds of shit, and all of a sudden, now you're not giving them anything.
Yeah. Like, it's just hard to believe that there's only been one product release.
That's really crazy considering they just keep pumping out unlicensed.
Uh-huh.
Football just pure garbage.
Yeah.
I'll be happy when they get to put the logos on them.
Yeah.
But I wish they wouldn't have turned Topps Chrome into Prism with 97,000 parallels.
Yeah, that's one of the most annoying things. You got all these hot dog parallels and stuff like that. It's like, ugh.
Yep.
I just wish they would quit with these exclusives. It's more fun when the companies have to compete. They put out better products.
Correct. And signing the exclusive athletes, that's also a big problem.
That's annoying.
That was just I get it. They're all in business, but man, it just seems petty. You're gonna get them to sign your stuff at the end of this whole ordeal anyway.
Yeah.
So you don't need to sign them exclusively. It all does hurt the collector.
Yeah, the collector's the one that pays the price because my favorite football products is Contenders. You're not going to get all like the top quarterbacks because half of them have exclusives with Topps. So you're just like, okay,
yep,
that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it happened with the NBA stuff too. I mean, you're chasing non-auto patch cards as being the best card you can pull out of NT.
Yeah,
for Wembanyama, and then same on the other side for football with Daniels and Drake May and Bo Nix. You're not getting autographs out of the top tier products.
Exactly. That part that's just it kills the appeal.
Yeah.
No, I haven't really gotten into the figures yet.
So let me jump in just real quick. So I didn't fix anything. So Timmy, just FYI, Dave inadvertently hit a button, which is why it shows that you were banned. I'm glad that we can see your chats again. That was unintentional. And I've been spending the last 10 minutes sitting here trying to figure out how to unblock people. And you're technically not showing blocked. So I think it was a temporary thing. And because I started going back through and marking your comments of being able to view, hopefully that kind of helped. Because there were a few comments that you made that are not showing in the stream currently, but I can see them on YouTube, even though they're grayed out. So we apologize.
Whoops.
That was not intentional.
We're new at this.
I at least wanted you to be aware it was not on purpose. So we've seen now back-to-back comments, so I think we're going to be good moving forward. So please come hang out again in the future. Dave, don't touch anything. You're banned from touching anything.
Again,
keep the hands on the screen.
You see the name? It says Amish.
This technology stuff freaks them out.
It's like witchcraft. I can't go near it. I'm done.
So,
or it's like I'm a vampire and I get the garlic away. Come on now.
Again, I just wanted to at least let you know that we sincerely apologize for that.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Some of your older comments may not be present if you happen to watch this in the archives, but at a bare minimum, we're seeing your comments now, and we shouldn't run into any issues in future streams though either. Because something that I read, StreamYard only actually bans for a stream, and then like you can come back, which okay.
Interesting.
Unlike in the blog days, if you ban somebody, you actually physically had to go in and unban them.
We had a few people on our ban list.
As did all of us.
I got banned from Ed Bird when I put the video of him sleeping up on YouTube.
Well, probably for good reason.
Sleep. And it wasn't like he slept for like 10 minutes. It was he was close
out.
to one and like started chatting amongst the guys because like Adam I think was in there. R35 Joe, I don't know who else was in there, and we're like, man, I think he's sleeping. And it goes on for about 40 minutes. Like, oh, You're getting a video. That hurts. YouTube, vlog. And then the next time I go in the room, this is the guy that has a video up? Yeah. Vlog.
Neil,
Well,
have you gotten used to all the craziness at National now?
Oh no.
Has it gone tenfold the last 2 to 3 years?
Dude, like last year was probably the most insane I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Like, we're very happy it's back in Chicago.
Yes.
We don't have to leave a day earlier.
For 3 years.
Yes. Well, the two places that we're voting on for the 2028 is not
Detroit
ideal.
and Atlanta.
No.
Yeah.
We
Detroit.
talked about that last time Ryan was on here, and we're like, Detroit. It's of the two, you got to go Detroit.
Right. The lesser of two evils. It's just like, oh, can we just stay in Chicago every year?
Right.
That would be perfect.
It's like they said, you wanted to bitch about Atlantic City? How about Atlanta?
Right. Yeah, we'll show you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be oof. But yeah, it's definitely like we've noticed like an uptick with like since we're bringing more wrestling. Obviously, all of our wrestling fans are going to be coming to us, and we've noticed there's a lot of like they're not repackagers, they're not flippers, they're those guys we seem like are PC guys, which is nice.
That's a great thing.
Yeah,
they're I would think they would probably be much easier to deal with too. They're not
they're
worried about
negotiating
65%.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, you got that? Like I said, HBK. Oh, I want that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Not, oh, would you take half of what you have on here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like about National.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of the evils you got to deal with.
For sure.
Especially early.
There's such a massive influx of younger people now, and not just younger people. I mean, people our age that just they don't have social skills, and they're just they're so rude.
They'll just go up to your case and go, like, what? Use your words. You're a big boy.
You mean best price? What? Take $200 on a $500 card?
Yeah. Like the kids are, they're getting sneaky like that too.
Yeah.
But I can see him. Like, really?
Yeah.
Do you though?
Yeah.
You never know nowadays, unfortunately.
The 11-year-old opens up his little Zion case, and it's got 3 graded Jordan rookie cards.
Right. The kids nowadays have collections better than I do.
Oh, yeah. 1,000,000% better than what I've got. Yeah.
It's like, what the heck is going on around here?
Yeah. It's the new version of sending your kid up to get a ball signed so the dad can have it.
There you go.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm going to use this as bait.
There you go.
I saw a Instagram video. It was I think it was from Topps. It was like a kid. His dad was filming him. He was opening some Topps cards, and he was like kind of fanning through, looking, just checking the base for Mizorowski.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the Brewers. Did you see that?
I saw it today.
And like,
yeah.
Dude, like I had to watch it a few times because that's the experience you want a kid to have, right. And like you've created a fan of the hobby for like, I mean, for good or bad. Opening, that's not how it always happens. Now right. You don't want him to think he's gonna pull his the card he wants every time, but like that shared experience, something that I've experienced with my dad, and it was just like really an awesome like moment in time. He brought him to tears, like just all that emotion.
Which is incredible.
That's cool. Yeah.
Mizorowski got pulled early just in the last 15 minutes, and I'm a little concerned there because I don't know if they pulled him because he had 65 pitches through 3 2/3 or if he's hurt already. Because as we discussed that on the podcast in the last couple of weeks, he scares me.
Yeah, he does not very natural.
His motion is all violent.
Your body can only take that for so long before it's like, all right, I'm enough. That's
The
it.
elbow's like, I'm checking out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
As opposed to watching Scooble pitch, he looks like he's going to pitch forever.
Yeah.
He's just a big body who throws a fastball and a changeup.
Apparently, that's all he needs.
Yep.
Look at like Randy Johnson, how he threw. It wasn't anything over the top.
Yeah, it was all.
It's like a 2/3 like arm angle.
Yeah, it was all angles.
Take care, Jimmy.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it seems like a lot more. I'll look at like the trade rumors and I'll see this pitcher leaves early with this. This pitcher's out with this. Like a lot of Tommy John and a lot of like the UCL and the capsule and whatever in the shoulder, and people are just like forearm. Somebody else with forearm tightness.
Forearm tightness means the elbow's getting ready to go.
Yeah, I know that from some pitcher I collect.
Yep. Yeah, that's always a scary one. And then you've got the weird one with Scherzer this year with his thumb. Just can't get that thing figured out.
No, that's.
I
don't know if they're doing that. What do you call it? The carpal tunnel, something like going on with. I don't know. That's all I can think of with that. But it's not like he's sitting there and whittling a fucking wooden statue or something. Right?
Yep.
But you never know. Shit reacts differently.
Nope, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'd like to go on record and say Ryan is significantly later than normal.
Well, he told me right when I was getting on, he'd be like 15, 20 minutes.
I didn't even realize it was 10 o'clock.
That was still 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He usually comes on about 9:30. Like, and sometimes it is a little bit later because I know, like
the kids,
he struggles to try and get the kids down, and which again, like we understand.
Oh, 100%.
Usually with him, it's like if he says between this time and this time, usually he's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
So tonight might be a much bigger struggle, it seems.
It definitely could be. Yeah, luckily my little guy went to bed about 2-3 hours ago.
Nice.
Oh, damn, and we're keeping you up late at night.
Well, that is true. This is way past my bedtime.
Hey, we're getting you prepared for next week, Neil.
Yeah, because those are going to be some long-ass days.
Deprivation.
Yep, that's hey, this is good. This is good practice.
At least this party's already hydrating.
Oh, yeah. So how many of you guys going next week?
That would be a 0.
Nobody. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had planned on it, but my company I work for, the contract was up. And it was supposed to go through all the bidding process and everything. Everything was supposed to be wrapped up back in February. And then it was extended 6 months right into the middle of right now. We're in the process of the handoff is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
It's one company coming in where the other company lost the job, and there's a little bit of overlap for 45 days. So, and because I'm the site manager, I can't just not be at work.
Sure.
Otherwise I would be there.
I get it. I'll be honest, if I wasn't working, I wouldn't be going, but
yeah,
I definitely got to be there.
Yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to function in the one next year with that many people. Probably not well.
Yeah, well, they've expanded it this year, so hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll find out.
As long as the AC doesn't freaking crap out the first day.
That was 2 years ago. It was pretty bad there.
Yeah,
it's only supposed to be like 80 degrees, so hopefully it won't be too bad.
That's a lot better than here. We're not going to be. Oh yeah, we're not going to be below 90 until like next Thursday.
Yeah, I would say it's been pretty bad here.
Yep.
because I mean, 2 years ago it was unseasonably hot up there.
Yes.
But again, like 2 days of no AC and packed full like sardines and all the body heat, it was miserable.
Oh yeah. Well, loading in, they kept that gate open, so it was just the heat just pouring in. It was terrible. Luckily, they finally put those big ass fans in there.
Yeah, that would have been brutal.
It definitely was. Because, like Steve said, all that body heat too. Ooh.
The smells.
Well, that's gotta be every national.
Yeah, that's never gonna get better.
No.
And if I'm being honest, like Dave and Vinny and me, well, I should say Dave and Vinny not going are partially because of me. They won't tell you that. They won't say that, but partially because of me.
Yeah.
My wife and I separated. We had to sell the house. You may have noticed new scenery. So this is my apartment. But where we stayed 2 years ago was through my old neighbor and their timeshare.
Yeah.
So we were going to do the same thing this year, and I had it all kind of in the works and ready to do.
Yeah.
And then all the shit happened with my separation and everything else.
Sure.
So
yeah, that'll do it. Sorry to hear that, brother.
It is what it is. You know,
yeah.
We actually get along better now than what we did when we were living under the same roof.
Sure.
Everything has been cordial.
That's
the
good.
Separation of the assets and paying off shared debt and everything, all of that was mutual. So, like, all in all, it's the best outcome that could have come out of the situation.
Sure.
But, you know, not really knowing how things were going to play out, if I would have the money, that type of stuff. So
that's understandable.
It kind of fell through. And I think, and again, like Dave and Vinny aren't going to say that that's part of the reason why they didn't go. But personally, like I'll put it on my shoulders because it was really cheap for us to go 2 years ago.
Sure.
And let's face it, like when shit is cheap, it makes things a lot easier
100%
to justify going.
Yeah.
I can't speak for Bob because I don't know if Bob was going to end up staying with us or not. I'm sure he probably would have, but again, we hadn't talked really national with Bob.
Yeah.
Much. So
I'm a year or two away from being able to go back again.
Oh, year or two it'll be in Chicago still. So
I know Joey and Brad are gearing up to go.
So was Ed. Yep. But you know, we've at least already kind of somewhat started talking about next year.
There you go.
Granted, I know it's really soon and really early, but you know, honestly, it's better to kind of start talking through things and at least getting game plans because
absolutely.
I want to do things different because 2 years ago I flew into Michigan. I stayed with Vinny on Tuesday. So we then drove to Chicago on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Picked up Bob and Joe to then go to where we were staying. Mind you, yes, we were saving a shit ton of money, but it was an hour away from the convention center. So the drive kind of sucked, but at the same time, to save the amount of money that we did, it was worth it.
Sure.
So then we went and unpacked all the cars, filled the refrigerator, the freezers, all that kind of shit. Dave showed up. We unloaded Dave's car, you know, all this other kind of stuff. And then ended up driving to the convention center to go get our passes and everything for the first night of the show. And it's like, we felt rushed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm going to fly in like on Sunday. We're going to drive out on Monday.
Yeah.
And if we want to go do something on Tuesday, just to go do something, we can, and we're not rushed.
That's the big thing, yeah.
And then fly out on like the following Monday or Tuesday because I actually want to go to the show on Sunday.
Yeah.
We didn't get to go to the show on Sunday.
I've never been to the show on Sunday. John
It's
and I,
so
John and I always drive in on Thursday, get there in time to have dinner with everybody, hang out, go to the show Friday, Saturday, get up Sunday morning and head out.
yeah, we'll be leaving early Monday.
Yeah.
Well, and we ended up leaving like Sunday afternoon because like we had to drive.
Yeah.
And we needed to make sure we were back in time for dinner. We already knew that we had to take the rental car back on Monday morning. So like we weren't rushed in that point, but driving 5 hours from Chicago to Michigan to then like basically be drained as fuck already to then, go to sleep, go drop off the rental car to then pretty much turn around and like go straight to the airport and be on a plane for 3 hours.
That's a lot.
And then go back to work on Tuesday like a dumbass.
I'll be back to work on Monday.
So
yeah, we'll get back late Sunday. We'll be back at it on Monday.
At least it's not all that bad of a drive.
No, not at all.
No.
It's a hell of a lot better than it will be to go to Detroit, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, Detroit's a fly for me.
I wish we could do that.
I'd be flying. But now your guys' shop now is 2 hours and 30 minutes from me.
Yeah.
It's not a bad drive at all.
Yeah, you'll need to come by and see the new shop, man.
I will. I'm probably, I was going to try to make it this month, and that didn't happen. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'll probably go like second, third week of August once you guys are back in the flow of everything.
Sure. Yeah, we're very happy how the new shop turned out.
It looks incredible.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
It's what we've always wanted.
Yeah.
And if you remember the fluorescent shop, this blows it out of the water.
Yep, 100%. I remember the fluorescent shop.
Well, and we always get to tell Ryan, we don't ever get to tell you, but hard work, dedication, everything with the well deserved. Like you guys deserved it. So
appreciate it. It still blows my mind, like that grand opening where it took 5 minutes for people to finally get all the way in from being wrapped around the building. I had goosebumps. It blew my mind, man.
Awesome.
Because we still picture ourselves in that florist shop. We're still that small mom and pop shop.
Well, and you still are because the mentality's still there. That's not going to change. Just because you're in a bigger space doesn't change the mentality.
Nope. Yeah, we'll still be working our butts off every day.
Again, well deserved. You guys put a lot of time and effort with all the improvements, the newer spaces, and it couldn't have happened to two nicer people. And
appreciate it, brother.
We couldn't be more proud of the two of you guys.
Thank you.
So I always use the older videos for the placeholders. I'll take a screen or take a picture of the TV because I'm like, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
The couple episodes ago with Ryan on, you guys were busting. I don't know if it's SP Authentic Baseball, SP Game Used Baseball. No, it's something like 08 or 09 where you get to buy the letter in there.
Yes.
And it's like, I'm like, that needs to be up there. That all these old pictures, not the pictures of you looking old now. Prior to the box. Yeah, that fluorescent shop. That
was so tiny now. Looking back on it.
Oh, that bathroom there was basically an airplane bathroom.
Yep. You got the hot water heater right here. You gotta sneak in.
Yeah. Don't turn around this way because you're gonna knock something over there. You got to turn around the other way.
Yeah.
Trade night would fill up. I'm sitting on the back steps and have to get up every time the door from the back opens up.
Yep.
I love those trade nights. I came to so many trade nights at that shop.
Yeah.
And then we had the several years of the pre-national in St. Louis.
Yep.
And then you eventually rented that one spot down the road.
Yep. Yeah, did that a few times. Yep.
No. Yeah, and I because Beckett was on site grading stuff, doing RCR.
Yep.
Because I got a couple cards RCR'd while I was there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up having PSA come by our shop soon.
Are you?
For submissions? Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need to know that date.
Oh, we'll definitely give plenty of notice.
Yeah, I've got some stuff that I would like to get graded. I don't know. I don't understand the upcharge math, so that'll probably upset
I don't
me.
think any of us do.
They just decide, you know what? We have their card. Let's tell them they can't have it back till they give us $1,500.
Right. It's a smart racket for them.
It works. It's unbelievable that they're the only ones in the business that I think they all thought about it.
Yeah.
They're just the ones that had the balls to do it.
And they're making a killing off of it.
Yeah, they are. Beckett buried themselves, but PSA helped throw the dirt on. And
Right.
at the end of the day, BGS still has the better looking cases. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Ryan's looking a little flustered.
Oh boy.
He's all out of sorts.
Can you hear? Can you hear us? He's having the same technical difficulties that he did last time.
Huh.
Can you hear us?
Say
I can't. We can't hear you because you're still okay. There you go. No, he gave me the thumbs up.
Okay.
When I first got on, I couldn't hear anything. I had to back out and come back in. Now I hear you guys fine.
All right.
Oh, there he is. What's up, sweet thing?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, no.
No see.
Ryan gets
I got booted.
There we go.
Nope, you're still up there.
Guess these aren't
He
going
just got moved right of center.
There you go.
Trying to figure out how many things are Bluetoothing.
Because they don't like you.
That's fair. That's fair. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick.
Because I'm sure you're wanting to somewhat keep it a little quiet.
Nah, you're fine. I mean, I think they're asleep, but I don't know. Let me see if I can get that. Usually it connects. I don't know why it's not. No, that's not it. No, will you figure these things out?
So did you guys get to see Ryan's video this morning?
I have not.
Oh.
Good one.
It's the Hollywood Bannister.
Okay.
Oh, yep. I'm gonna have to go watch it because I've watched all the other ones.
This one's one of my favorites. So you guys will have to watch it.
All right, I got to make a mental note because I've watched all the other ones.
We'll be posting mine and Matt's tomorrow.
Okay.
Is it dead?
He looks so confused right now.
These usually connect. They're not connecting, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, he had
Well,
the
you can
same
hear
issue
us,
last
obviously.
I don't know what to do. I can hear you guys. You guys are fine.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
MacBook
If
Pro
you
now.
hear us, we hear you. I think we're good.
I think everything worked out.
I was putting these in so my kids don't hear you.
You got kids?
Peter Pan's got kids. Yeah, I can't get this thing to. I give up. Screw it.
It doesn't
Don't
like
let
you,
me
Ryan.
tell. So what's up? How's everybody doing?
Doing great. Good to see you.
Good to see
I
you.
saw you. You know how I'm doing.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
You're good. We were chatting a little bit earlier, and I was like, all right, I have to go on record. Ryan is normally not this late. So either they were having problems with getting the kiddos down, or he forgot.
No, the kids go to bed a little later in the summer because they don't have to get up as early, and then John's here staying the night. So
Oh yeah,
You got to put him to bed too?
yeah, I tuck him in. He's very nice. We just did a deal.
Oh boy,
did a pretty big deal. So
of course you did.
We do a yearly little deal before the national, and he had an idea. The card he told you he wanted, Neil, he got the Jim Brown 58.
there you go.
PSA.
I figured he would.
So I got some cards and some money. I got Josh Allen PSA 10 canvas, Rogers PSA 9, Michael's very familiar with this card.
I am.
I have one of those.
Jalen Hurts rookie auto 9. Jordan Love 9 card you know of.
Mhm.
Pablo Montero auto, and then my two favorite in the deal, and I think you guys will agree. Wayne Gretzky old school 04
I
PSA
love
10.
that set.
Yeah.
I love that specific set. I've almost bought that Gretzky before. Not in a tin, but I've almost bought that Gretzky.
Yeah, that was that one, and then the other one I really liked a lot. PSA 7 miscut of Koufax rookie.
She's a
clean looking. That's a clean looking.
That is a good looking card.
It's more miscut because of the back of it. That's why.
I was saying, that look was cut on the front.
Yeah, so I got those and some cash. He got a very nice 1958 Jim Brown PSA 7 with Mike Baker shirt. It's like probably the best looking 7 you'll ever see. I've had it for a couple years, but I gave him it was fair for both of us. So besides that, I didn't really bring much cards home. We've been working for the shop this year.
Obviously, though, if fair for both of you, or you wouldn't have made the deal.
Yeah, it's fair. Everybody's happy. I got a little bit of cash, and he got the card he wanted. He thinks he doesn't mind moving anytime soon. I enjoyed it for a couple of years. I have like 4 other Jim Browns I'm bringing with me, but the Koufax is perfect for my case, and I think everything there should end up selling at the National. So it's just down to, I'm going there to sell. We're going there to sell cards. That's what we're doing.
Oh yeah.
What? Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm so glad I'm sitting down. You're going to the National to sell cards?
Yes.
Somebody should tell the other people that buy tables, mark stuff 50 times as much, and just go home with the same stuff they brought every year.
Right?
Yeah, it's chaotic how many people are overpriced. It makes no sense how people are just grossly overpriced. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
People don't want to put forth the time and effort to double check their stuff.
Yep. That's what we do. It's what we've been doing. I've priced the wrestling for the past 2+ weeks, which isn't going to fluctuate too much. And then this week, Jan comes in, and we've been working on. He's been knocking out sports like crazy. I mean, it's everything that we're going to price. We wait to price some of the stuff until the week up. We try to be as accurate as we can to what the market is. I mean, it's cut and dry. It's not hard. It's a lot. It's a lot we got to price. That's why John comes in, and
we got 28 cases.
Well, we're gonna fill 28 cases. I just don't know we're not done. We just got to finish.
That's an insane amount.
This is our biggest setup ever. This we actually got our own. Did Neil explain our booth at all?
Nope.
So we have this year. We're not connected to anybody. You know how like in the past we'd be in Chicago and we'd be in that spot where nobody be behind us, but we had to put that big banner thing to block it. So this time they closed that whole area. That area is now, I guess, trading area or table for people. They basically got rid of that area. So we're over in a different room. So when you walk in the main doors to the building, when you originally used to go to the left to go into the main room, now there's 3 entrances. You go to the left, you can go straight by the Starbucks, or you go to the right to this new area that all funnels and connects. Well, we're in the right to this new area. When you go right, you make another quick right, and we're by the escalators. So we have 2 booths to ourselves, a whole bunch of area around it where the escalators funnel out right in front of our booth. So we have nobody connecting to us. So we actually can build an actual quad this year to where it goes all the way around versus like connecting to like Sports Card Junction like we did last year or connecting to somebody. So last year we did the numbers. I think we got out like 21, 22 pieces. And we had to get creative. This year, it should be safely 28 display cases out. We're going to have 10 on each of the main aisles and then 4 down each of like the side aisles that people go down the side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're not bringing our massive stand tall. Neil, did you tell them about the new one we bought?
Nope.
We bought a mini one. It's about half the size, but it's this one's 10 feet wide. I think tall, 10 feet wide. Does that sound right?
I think it's more tall. I don't know.
No, it's the same height. It's just not as wide.
There you go.
The other one was 20 feet. This is 10, but it's got our logo on both sides of it. And so it's double-sided, and it's our logo is a little higher up. We can put like a table in front of it. It doesn't block out our logo. So you should be able to see our logo from 2 different angles versus the other one that wouldn't be in our spot. So
you need a bat signal.
Right?
That is our bat signal.
it was like Sunoco or who had the rotating gas sign.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, we should have thought about that a little bit.
It's black with silver streamers off the sides so people see that streamer.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on over there?
Well, our hope is being in the Chicago the next 2 years. I'm hoping that we can get this spot again at the lottery, but it's all
Fingers crossed.
you just gotta hope it's there when you go to pick, because once it's picked, they're so old school. Once that spot's taken, you can't claim it. So yeah.
So the question is, bigger and better than last year as it pertains to some of the stuff that you're bringing? Any sneak peeks?
I didn't bring it home because now that everything's at the shop and the safe's there, we've been working in the office. We have a big enough office to where Neil's in the office, Matt was in there, John was in there. A lot of people were in there we could work.
There were other people in there today.
So I didn't bring any sneak peeks, so I failed. I meant to grab a box of like the barrels and stuff that I'm bringing.
You didn't fail. You didn't fail. Don't go that far. We had to ask though. We had to ask because we were all blown away freaking last time when we got the sneak peek. And
I moved a lot of that stuff last year. We did rebuy a lot of good stuff. We have some great pieces. I don't, as of right now, I think I still carry like a lot of barrel, but I went very vintage rookie heavy this year. And like that Koufax is probably one of 5 Koufaxes going in my case. Jim Brown's, I have 4 other ones. Ernie Banks, several. Got a 50 full, 152 Mays. That's because of the damage on the back of it. Is why I got a 1. The front's full. So I went very heavy. I have how many Jordan Flair rookies am I bringing? Neil, 6. I think it's 6. Jordan.
I think that's what you said. Yeah.
So I have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'll finish. I think it's 7 Jordan rookies I'm bringing. So I'm bringing more vintage. I'm also bringing like the barrels, the nice wrestling, the got some really nice hockey. I mean, we're bringing a very big variety again, like kind of a very big diversity for everybody. Good non-sports. We got tennis. We've got hockey. We've got obviously wrestling. I'm trying to think some other things that I've dabbled into. I can't remember.
More of a little bit of everything.
Yeah. We're getting there. It's just it's an absolute grind, and I'm burning the candle. I've been burning the candle since coming back from a little weekend trip to Arkansas. So I've been nonstop pricing.
When you speak non-sport, is it like the Marvel, any specific TV show, movie, any of that type of stuff for the folks out there?
Yeah, I'll have trying to think of a couple things I've got in that box there. I've got like Star Trek autos, Star Wars autos. Like Star Trek was like, when I say it's like William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, like actual Star Trek, not like Leaf autos, like on card, good like duels and stuff like that. So I've got some of that stuff, and then we have Marvel, we have TV shows, movies. I have a decent amount, probably a little less this year than I have in the past. I just haven't come across as much of it, but I'll still have that type of stuff. We did buy a massive PMG graded collection a while back, and it's got a ton of Marvel in it, which like there's like Deadpool red PMG in there. There was like Captain America. There was a Jambalaya Captain America, all graded too. That stuff John's going to be working on tomorrow, so we'll have like more of that type of stuff too versus as much autographs. Just because, I mean, I've got the Star Wars, but like one of the ones I got to put up, I have a Jennifer Gardner autograph, her only ever autographed card as Elektra, and I don't want to move that. I'm not going to take that, but I have 2 Daniel Radcliffe Harry Potter autos, so I'm debating if I'm going to move one of them. I'm going to move, I forgot, Neil, I need to move my 1 Rock autograph from Scorpion King because I got that inscription one.
Yeah, that Scorpion one.
See that one?
My buddy Brando used to own that.
The one he signed, the last card ever signed, dude. That thing is awesome.
Yep.
I mean,
he moved it when the old first Rock autos with the big silver paint pen.
Yep.
Yeah, he ended up getting one of those. I think he has a BGS 910, and once he got that, he moved the inscription one.
There you
And
go.
he made when he sold it, he made an insane amount of money on it. And I'm sure whoever got it after him made money on it.
Yep. The guy who bought it flipped it to me for what he paid. He said he just wanted to come up with the money, and he's like, hey, he bought it on a Facebook group, like Old School maybe. And he was like, I saw you comment on to buy it, but it was already gone. I bought it. I'm freeing up some stuff. I'm looking to sell it. Are you interested? I was like, what do you want? He goes, I just want to get what I paid out of it. He's like, I enjoyed it, but I know it seems like you want to keep that. I'm like, yeah. I go, I obviously want to get a Rock Topps Chrome or Topps Auto now. The more stuff coming, but to me, the inscription element on that card is
I love that.
inscriptions. I think we all love inscriptions here.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
to me, I'm like, that's unique. That's rare. I'll keep that one. I have another Scorpion King I'll sell off. I know they've come down because he's signing not like that one per se, but like the other one I had. So I might end up losing on it, but I'm like, I've got a better one. I don't care. I'll keep that one. And then eventually I'll get a nice wrestling one in my collection. So
have you got, do you have any of the redemptions from Chrome, or are you waiting for him to go live?
For
Rock.
No, I did not. He's live for the most part. He was live.
Maybe I was just seeing the duels.
The dual one,
Like
the dual one is not done. So the dual one, I think Rock signed, but Stone Cold didn't.
Okay.
So they have them signed now. I don't know why they haven't sent them out, because they have that one inscriptions 1 out of 10. That Shermanic has 1 of the 10 as redemption. So he's praying to the gods that he gets the inscription one.
Fingers crossed.
Because he already said if he ever sells that card, I get first crack either way, and I want that card. I'm like, that would be my Rock. To me, I'm like, I don't need another Rock. Rock Stone Cold 1 card, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, and I have several Stone Colds, because to me, Rock is who he is. I think Stone Cold is above Rock in my Mount Rushmore, no question. I think Stone Cold was just traditional wrestler and put it in for a long time, and I think he is the reason why wrestling exploded. Him and like DX at the same time, and then The Rock just happened to be in the lump. But but I'm hoping Sherman gets that. He pulled out from our shop. I was in where did I go this year for the Transcend? Where was the Transcend this year now?
Was it Frisco?
Frisco, that was right, Bonds. Yeah, so I was there, and he like FaceTimed me while I'm walking the streets in San Francisco with my wife, and I'm like, why is Shermanic FaceTime? He's like, you're not gonna believe what I just hit. And I'm like, what? And he showed me. I'm like, holy crap, dude, that's awesome. So yeah, no, he was live on everything else except that one. Apparently, he was really good to sign. He was really cool from what I was told. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, that is.
So, yeah. So you guys getting upset you're not going to be there next week? No.
Yeah. Yes and no. The card I got in the mail yesterday eased that pain.
What was it? I saw you post something. Oh yeah, that one. I wonder if that's the one I used to own.
It's the jersey number 4 out of 10.
I don't remember if I did or not. Oh my gosh.
I will be cracking that out of that holder as soon as I get a 180 point mag.
That's a beautiful mag. Congratulations.
I couldn't believe it. It was just luck. I posted my other NT duel of them on my story, and it was just, post a pairing.
Yeah.
And I posted it, and the guy replied with this in my story. And I was like, man, that's an incredible card. I love it. He goes, I like yours more. I go, we're going to make a deal then. So I ended up giving him my duel and $400 cash for this. And that was easy because I think this card's the last one of those the NT duel sold for just over $1,000. I think this is a $2,000 card.
Yeah, that's a good being jersey number 2. I think you came out ahead on that one.
Yeah,
I'd rather have that 5-star one. I love that.
That's my favorite duel of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So you don't have to go worry about going Scour National for that card. You got it. We're done. Dave, you feeling? Are you going, Bob? Are you going to National?
Nah, I can't go.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be watching all the live streams though.
Okay, cool. Oh, nice.
Delgado.
No.
Hall View FX. Red
Pat Mustache.
There.
Pat Mustache.
That Mustache, and then.
Oh, the Dennis Northcutt credentials.
But
Oh, the 25? Wait, not numbered on the other one?
So I don't know how many of those are actually.
Was that like a fender backdoor thing, we think?
It's a backdoor thing, but I don't know how many
How many
are
left?
actually made of that. So that could be like 7 to 5 or
Yeah,
even less. But
true.
it's in Dennis Northcutt.
Good old
So I
Jimmy.
can imagine they made 25 replacements.
That's true.
But no, I mean, I get, again, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, I'd be upset because, again, like we've said a ton of times, it's great for you guys in business that everybody in the world seems to be collecting cards and interested in the hobby. But I don't know if you guys know, I don't like people.
Oh, I know. We talked about this. Yeah, I'm sure you talked about this more than
It's
them.
just so many people, and the spatial awareness. There's none. I mean, it's completely, people are just stupid. And we've said it before. You take a shower, you're probably staying at a place that has a bath or a shower situation.
Yeah.
Turn those dials in the bottom and water comes out. There's soap probably somewhere in there, and deodorant, huge. And then just trying to, when you start looking at like Steve and I did Greenies when that air conditioner was out, I think still on Friday morning. I'm not a big fan of dripping sweat off my nose into cards when I'm looking at them. But that aside, when you start seeing people, like we were looking through, and then all of a sudden you get somebody else come. It's like, these are going to be here. They're not going to sit here and fucking take the box and like, here, what do you want for it? Yeah, we're going to look through it, and I'm not going to be sitting there. When I start feeling people like shouldering up and elbowing up to me, it's like, there's nothing in here you guys are going to want. And if there is, I'm going to leave it for you because I'm looking for the same stupid shit I bought 15 years ago. That was popular 15 to 20 years before that. So it's not going to be Gem Mint 10 Jeter rookies I'm looking for. It's not going to be Prison Parallel. It's always going to be like a Maddox insert to 1,000 or to 500 or Frank Thompson or Gwynn or just shit that catches my eye, which, again, I'm buying Pat fucking Listash, SP Hollywood guy. Nothing has changed since I've been on here. That wasn't here before I even got on YouTube. It's the same stuff. I buy the same shit. I'm dumb. But when you start having all these people everywhere, and it's not that I just hate stupid people. It's just anxiety when you start getting so many people around. Like, I don't like that. It just is something where I deal with it at the card show because I get to see all you guys, get to hang out. I get to look at cards because that's something rare that I get to do because I'm in the middle of bumfuck Egypt. But I just don't like being around people because, again, you have the ones that think they got the money and they get the pats on the back and social influencing shit against spatial awareness, stinky kids that are running amok, kids that have more money than I'll ever think about having because their dads have the baby dick syndrome. I'm like, hey, go push that. No, I don't like it for that purpose. Seeing you guys eating and just fucking hanging out. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
Just BSing with you, but again, we see how many times when we were there, like, we don't want to take your time because this is your livelihood. I know you want to talk to us, and that's why Steve had said earlier, like, the plan for whenever we go back to Chicago, he's going in on Sunday to Vinny's, leave on a Monday or whatever it is to get there, leave Tuesday to get there, whatever it is, get there Tuesday morning or whatever, and have that day to just sort of like ease into the upcoming 5 days or whatever. And I know you said Mondays are your Maria days, Mexican, and then Tuesday's always going to be like the best day to get you guys alone, say, to have like a dinner there where it's not like we're going to Tops Banquet, we're going to Panini Banquet, there's a Leaf thing, there's a whatever going on, but the rest of the week Fanatics has something going, this and that, and WWE's over here, and Upper Deck's over there. And
it's Monday and Tuesday.
That's what I will speak for Steve on that because I know that's pretty much the same way he feels too, where it's great. And that's why we stay in that fucking entryway.
Yeah.
we saw everybody, and you weren't sitting there shoulder to shoulder with people. You could sort of shuffle here, shift over here, and you got people in there, but you're still just talking to the guys you wanted to talk with, not have to deal with the cards. I'm like I hate trying to make a deal. I'm like, if you got a fucking Kerry Collins to 25, it shouldn't be a fucking 10-minute negotiation. If there's a Martin Brodeur pack I want to make an offer on, I shouldn't be looking at this table for 10 minutes trying to get your attention while you talk to two other people.
No.
And that was like the last thing when we left the show on Saturday. As a Brodeur, be a player like 0304 Ultimate to like 50 or whatever. I'm like, man, I don't have that. I'd like to get that. And just sitting there, and the guy started to look like sort of side-eyed and just kept on talking with the dude he was talking with. I'm like, you're here to fucking make money, or are you here to just show off cards that are probably not going to sell unless you have to interact? It's like, I don't know. Again, I'm not looking like for you guys like, oh man, there's a Roman Reigns like Finite 101. I'm like, let's make it. No, my cards are like 50 to 150, and that's that price range where I'm going to be probably looking at. So it's just a multitude of things that I know you guys don't ever have to, from our standpoint, deal with, because we're all in the same boat, like knowing like how to have etiquette. Card show just plain etiquette.
Yeah.
Which like brought up. That's always what do you need to do with the show? It's like treat people there how you'd want to be treated in the situation if you were behind the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't be a douche.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Sums it up.
But yeah, I'll miss it because again, I love the food. I'm a heavy man. I carry a lot of mass, so that mass needs to get nourished. And, there's a lot of good food, and I follow a couple Instagram pages down in Chicago.
See you, Michael.
Bye, Michael.
That, there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to go see, and that isn't like in the normal. And I know you guys don't try to traverse outside of where like you guys are staying, just because again you got multiple irons in the fire. So not like, oh man, we got to go downtown, or we got to go over here on Lake Street.
No, we don't do that. We don't go. I'm not one to go farther than I have to walk usually, unless I have to do it more.
Because at the end of the day, you guys are toast.
Oh, yeah. Well, we buy the VIP Panini package every year because we get through like direct or distributor, and we went one year, and I was like, it was on Saturday, and I'm like, this is there's too many people. This is loud. Like, I don't want to be here. So now we buy these. We just literally give the tickets to like people we know. Like, do you want to have a free party? Like, obviously, you're not going to get any cards or anything, but you have free food, free drinks, get to meet some athletes. You want a ticket to go because we don't want to go. Like, literally, this is not what I want to do on the last day. First day of national, I'm just not in the mood to be around that surrounding. Like you said, I'd rather be around you guys and people I want to be around. I know I got to go to like this dinner, that dinner and stuff, but if I have a choice, I don't want to go. That's when we host our actual dinner party is on Saturday. We booked out a place that's going to host about 60 people this year, which is right behind. It's actually, remember the old Toby Keith back there and the little entertainment way back there? Do you guys remember Toby Keith's? It's at the old Toby Keith's. You know the little area behind the garage they built years later? It's got like the ice rink, and it's got the it's got the bowling alley thing, whatever. That's where we're gonna be back there for our little event. So, that's what we're about. I'm with you, man. It's just more or less seeing everybody. Us, we're there to work and stuff, but the best part is getting to see people you get to see only once a year.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And it's crazy how it's changed so much since we've been going. When you guys used to go. It's changed in a good way, but I get the negatives too about it. And it was, things used to be just a lot more simpler and easier, and you didn't have to bump into everybody, and you could literally take a bathroom break if you wanted to, or eat lunch if you wanted to. Now you can't do either. 5 days international. But it's Changed so much, man. I mean, the National isn't what it used to be for us as far as like the U2 community and what it stood for. It's good to still see people show up and do it, but I mean, it's just you don't have the privacy anymore like you used to. Like, we literally go to like one of the sports bars at the hotel and we just overtake it with us, and that would be it. There'd be nobody else there, That. So, but yeah, it's still, to me, it's still the week of Christmas, the week for sports cards, and it's still hardest week on all our bodies every year, right, Neil?
That's 100% fact. We're all exhausted.
It's mentally and physically. I mean, I'm going to be mentally drained by the time I get there. I'm physically drained about halfway through. I don't know what day I'm going to lose my voice on this year. Last year, I lost it like day 1, so it was nice because I got it by day 3 back, and I was good to go. I usually lose it by like day. So when I say day 1, I lost it like Monday or Tuesday when I got there last year, and I got it back. So normally I lose it by like Thursday or Friday, and I'm gone for the weekend. So we'll see.
Thursday was my guess.
I'm going to lose it. I hate losing my voice. It sucks, dude. It sucks. Every year. Like clockwork.
So since everybody else showed a card, I'm going to show something real quick.
Cool.
So this was actually pulled on the show 2 weeks ago, which was pretty fucking cool.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
What did you rip, like a Blaster Mega or what?
Blaster.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That was pretty cool to be hanging out on the show and get to share that with a lot of people. A lot of people missed it. I don't know how many people actually went and saw it on the archive, but I'd say the last few breaks, I pulled that 2 weeks ago, and then a week prior, Vinny pulled a 1-1 Acuna out of Topps Fire.
Oh, shoot.
And then I pulled an Orange Ice Caitlin Clark photo variation.
Okay. Nice.
We were selling the hell out of her.
And then sometime before that, I actually pulled the base rookie Prism Silver of Caitlin.
Okay.
So,
awesome. Dude, you've been hitting some heat lately.
So can't complain, to say the least.
Not at all.
Last week, not so good. Oh, and then somewhere in the middle of that, though, too. Nothing huge, but I did pull the Bo Nix Green Velocity.
There you go.
So that's PC.
I figured that'd be a PC.
But nothing. That's not something that you expect. In sets that have 100 rookies, and
right.
There's only really one guy you really want. So it's been fun. It's all been retail, but it gives me something to open from time to time, and it actually it's cool to share it with the IRP.
When did Downtown start doing the duels? Is that a new thing?
This year.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Downtown duos.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm happy for you. That's a good card to hit, and you got a PC card in the process.
Yep. No complaints. That's for damn sure.
Even better.
And definitely unexpected. I think it was like first or second pack. I'm sitting there going, I think I just pulled a dual Downtown. So I sat it down. I'm like, okay, we're opening everything else, and we're going to end on this.
Yep. Save it till the end, man. Always got to save the best for the last.
So really cool experience, to say the least, because I didn't get a lot of optic when it came to stuff that I opened.
Mm-hmm.
And
why?
I think I had 2 blasters and 1 mega sitting here to open. So that ought to tell you something. 2 blasters, and I pull a Downtown duo out of one of them.
That's can't go on that, man.
So who's is the same band of misfits going with you to Chicago, or have you got somebody new folks that are gonna experience?
Well, it's gonna be Neil, myself, Hanel, Shamanic, John. Tyson's replacing Dave, and we're bringing in my buddy Corey to be a seventh man, because with us having that extra row and tables and stuff, we're bringing in him. He's going to fly in Wednesday. He owns an Ace Hardware down in my college town of Cape Girardeau. We've been friends for, 15 plus years now, 15, 16 years. So he's going to fly in and work Wednesday through Sunday for me. So we got 7 people in our crew this year versus 6, because I was kind of like doing the map out and everything. I'm like, we can make this work with 6, but I'm a little concerned, because if one of us has to go to the restroom or eat, or if I have to go to like a meeting I got to go to, I think you guys are going to be short, and it could be a cause of problem. So getting that 7th person, I thought, was the way to go. And I had an opportunity to get another hotel room at a ridiculously overpriced price that I wasn't made aware of until after I committed to it. Yeah. But it all worked. It's all going to work out in the end, and it'll be worth it. So, yeah, that's Q's coming this year.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's the one thing I always worry about, like with anybody at like a show. Again, so many people, and you've seen like the videos, like people, and again, not saying it'll happen, but just like the shadiness of people just trying to do whatever they do, and it's like, man, just it's cards. It's fucking, and especially with you guys, when you start having like the stuff that's serial numbered and shit like that, or graded with the numbering on the fucking the case, it's like it's hard. It's easier to track that shit down.
Oh, it is. Like, I mean, we latch our cases. It is concerning. That's one thing that goes in my head. But for the most part, we kind of like control our area. We do. And the biggest thing to me is I need that extra person, so we make sure we have customer service for like everybody. That's our, that you guys know we're big on that. Like, everybody, hey, how are you doing? Got any questions? Let us know. Just acknowledge people, Roman Reigns style. Just acknowledge them. That's it. And that's all people want. It's like I need to have somebody readily available. I will stop mid conversation. Look, oh, you need some help? Like, let me help this person here. And that's what we're big on, and that's what generates sales too. It's like you said, you can't get people to take the time to sell you at a show, and that just pissed you off. And that's the difference between making a sale or not. I mean, sure, we're going to deal with people that stink, that are going to expect you to take 50% of your sticker, and you're going to look at it up. And but we have a good system down. My guys know what percentage they can take off, and but that's the thing is just we've got a good rapport, a good team. I got to get Tyson will be fine. He's done it before. Corey's like, hey, he's very successful, and he is like, hey, I'm going to total pool. Tell everybody to boss me around. Tell me whatever I need to do. If I will, I'll ask anybody. He's like, I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to be a part of the team. So that was great to have that late edition. This all came about a week ago. This was when I sat down and was doing everything, and I'm like, oh shit, if we do this setup, we might be screwed with just 6 people. So, because what I like to do is usually Neil's a good rover, and then I could be a rover where like you kind of bounce around everywhere. And then if I have to step back and do some back end stuff, then we have enough people to maintain everything. So just
like somebody's wanting to sell like an $80 card. It's like, okay, I'm not going to say all the other guys don't know. They do. No. They've been around. Sheriff's been around. Tyson's been around. Everybody's been around the business. But if you got like a higher dollar deal, it's like one of you two probably wants Tyson to a degree, but if it's like something really big, it's like let the Chiefs come in and sort of figure the things out.
And we're not really, we don't go there. Our job, we're not we'll look at stuff, but we're going to give you a spiel like, hey, we're just looking for autographs of like Hall of Famer superstars. We don't want to look at no offense. We don't look at downtowns. We don't look at kaboons. We don't want to look at, we're not looking for the hot, we're looking for the things we know, like, that we feel comfortable buying, that we know. But for the most part, we're there to sell. We're there to look quick. It's so busy. It's so busy now. We gotta be on it. And we can't be wasting our time with people that are going to be like, well, I don't know what I want for it. Well, the last comp was 95. I want 110. we gotta move on. We gotta kind of feel them out. Like, this is what we're looking for. Do you have that in that box? You don't. Have a good day. Nothing we can use. Thank you. You know, we're like, we've got, everybody's gonna walk. So many people walk up. Are you buying? Are you buying? Are you buying? We'll look, but this is what we're looking for. Oh, I don't have that. Sorry, then that's all we're looking for. You know, if you got good rookies, if you got good the superstars in the Hall of Fame autographs. Kind of, we just sum it up. We use the word autographs, like rookies or rare 101 bats or logos.
Yeah.
That we want. If you don't, I don't need to look in, but we don't need to waste our time buying stuff that we can literally buy in our store every day. We have that stuff. We don't have the time to do that. Tyson's there to sell and not buy. If any buying gets done, it's probably going to be by myself or John. Usually is how it goes. Like, if a deal's done, John will literally, if I'm not around, John has the right to go, Ryan would pay this. We can buy this. Ryan would make that trade. Like, John prices. The thing is, me pricing all the wrestling and a few of the odds and ends, John knows all my sports cards more than I do. So when I'm not around, or if these guys got a question, John, can we do this on this card? John's going to answer that over me, because John knows, oh, well, yeah, I know I priced that. We've got room. We can do this. Like, so I really don't know a lot of what we have until we get it done and I siphon it. And I'm like, oh, crap, we have this. Oh, we have this. This is nice to know we have this. So it's a lot of inventory. It's going to be a record amount of singles we're bringing. We're not. We've decided not to do wrestling wax. We were going to. I think I made the right call not bringing it. I don't know if I'm bringing any wax. I was contemplating leaf wax to go with the National Rapper redemption they have, but I don't know yet. But for the most part, the singles just got to continue to be our focus. That's what, we sell wax year round, daily, on the website. It's too much of a pain in the ass to bring to a show. I don't know how Blowout, D and Steel, and all these people bring wax. Like, it's just too much. Like,
well, especially how many tables they've got of it.
It's unbelievable. How much manpower? I'm freaking out that I have 7 guys. How many people they got to have? 25, 30 manning everything? Those can easily be stolen. You can lock cards in the case. You can't lock boxes on the table. So we did a couple years. It's just, we had it behind the table. It just isn't.
It was a lot.
It's too much. It's just not what we go to National to do. We go to National to sell cards and see people and talk to people that we get to see once a year, and thank people for supporting us year round. That's what we go to National for.
You sold wax in Houston.
Yeah, long time ago.
And I know, because I'm the one who brought it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. So yeah, that was a long time ago. Again, just wax takes up too much space, too much real estate, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm hurting.
Don't apologize, Ryan.
I'm hurting. I'm tired. I know Neil. This is 2 hours past your bedtime. Neil, he's in zoning out. I think he's sleeping with his eyes open.
I'm about to tap out.
Yeah.
So any other final question, Dave? Because Ryan's showing up later, which means they were trying to get some work done. He may have some stuff to wrap up. We already know Neil's past his bedtime.
Sorry.
No, Ryan, stop apologizing. We told you, it's always nice to get you on. We'll sit here and let you talk as long as what you want to talk, but we also know that there's still work to be done, so we get it.
But not like, Dave, we hate you. I'm going on Instagram. RBICRU7.
Yeah,
now I'm going to align with some of my friends that I love with you.
So, Dave, did you have any other kind of like a final?
Yeah, where besides Monday? Because I know you said you can eat there every day. Blah blah blah. Where else are you looking forward to eating? Maybe a new spot that you're going to sort of try to shoehorn in there.
I would prefer to do Maria's Monday and Tuesday. I don't know if my guys do, but they're definitely going Monday. I don't know if we're going to do Monday and Tuesday, but I like Carmine's. We're doing Carmine's on Friday with Peach. That's going to be a good, nice dinner. And then
chicken parm.
Dude, it's no joke. The chicken parmesan is this big. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know if that can do justice, but it's the biggest chicken parm you can ever have in your life. I don't know if I'm going to eat it, but one thing that stinks, like Wednesday. So Neil, did you see that Panini moved the thing? It's not at Caddyshack anymore.
No.
It's at the King's Bowling Alley thing.
Oh, so it's back over there.
Well, it's back there, but obviously not going to be great food. It's going to be
They did that a couple years ago.
yeah, Thursday we got Tops, and I don't know where it's at. And then Saturday, ours is like Country Bar. I mean, it actually looked good. I think the food,
Yeah, the food looked like good.
but no question, Maria's is it. It's Tuesday. We might end up doing Gibson's or Morton's Tuesday with the guys. That's used to be kind of our Saturday dinner, and now we've turned Saturday into a more of a event, into a customer appreciation with our staff.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the only nights we get together are Monday and Tuesday before we call it the calm before the storm. So, Maria's for sure, and then we'll get on the way back home Sunday Portillo's. You got to get some Porgianos every time.
Portobello's.
Yep, Portobello's.
in the words of Ed, Portobello's.
Yeah. So we'll do that, and then when we drive up on Monday, we'll literally hit Wally's and just probably get lunch and gas and everything, all our stuff at Wally's because they got really good food there, and just keep going because we got to get. So we can actually drop off our stuff on Monday at the National, but you've got to get your badges and your stuff before 4:00 because at 4:00 they close everything. So we're trying to get there about 2:30 so we can drop off the cases and everything. So it makes everything a lot easier on Tuesday, which is we've never done before. So I'm hoping that's why I'm like, boys, we ain't stopping for lunch to sit down. We're just getting them. We're getting them getting what we want and get back on that road because it's about a 5-hour drive and we're probably going to be on the road about 9:00. So we're looking at about that 2 time frame, 2:30, which is where we need to be at in order to do that. And then we can get all that stuff unloaded, go check on the hotel, relax a bit, and then go to an early 5:00 dinner. I'm hoping 5:30 on Monday, Maria's.
Have some margaritas.
Oh, we're having margaritas. Make use of margaritas.
Try to get some sleep at I'm sure. Because
getting sleep Monday and Tuesday is actually very crucial. What usually happens for me is John and I still probably have cards to price. So Monday and Tuesday, we'll probably be doing that at night. And then Tuesday morning before we go to set up is usually what happens. So getting some rest those 2 nights. Cause after that, so like Wednesday, the show, we'll be there probably from, if I would guess minimum 9 in the morning on Wednesday, and we won't be out the door until probably 8 to 8:15 if we're lucky. And we have to go to our hotel, freshen up, and then go to Panini at 9:00 from 9 to 11 on Wednesday. So literally, we're going to be going from minimum 9 in the morning till probably almost midnight, nonstop on Wednesday. So you're just dead. First day kills you.
I'd say that's a Thursday.
And then Thursday is when, and you got to remember, a lot of people show up Wednesday. And then Thursday is a crazy busy day. That's the first real day, like non-VIP day. And basically we do that. We then go back, freshen up, and him and I got to go to a Tops dinner immediately. And then we got to go Friday. We don't get a lot of downtime after it starts. There's no downtime from Wednesday the rest of the way on. It just doesn't exist. Your downtime is when you're sleeping. Is all you get at that point. So taking those first 2 days for us and for our bodies and for our minds is crucial. Enjoying a nice dinner together. Not a lot of people in town yet is always my favorite time.
Yes, same.
Yeah, there was no sleep for us.
No.
I think on average, we got maybe 4 hours of sleep a night on average, if we were lucky.
Yeah, I think by the third night we couldn't.
Into the world.
Yeah, the first night we stayed up, you till 3, I and Vinny till 4.
Yep.
I was up before 7, and then I think the next night was. It's tough, but it's sort of again, like you said, and we talked about too. It is the Christmas for the hobby. So I mean, knowing you get to look at cards, knowing you get to do something different, see people you never see, it's that carries you for a few days, and then it's the bottom falls completely out because you're just oh my god, you can't have Christmas every day.
Yes.
that Christmas dinner every day is too much.
Oh, boy.
Presents are too much. I just want to sleep. So yeah, by like I think after Friday in the Terrell Davis meeting, I was sort of like, oh, thank God. Not it's over, but it's like, okay, here's like one of the huge main parts. Yeah, I seeing Mike, my good friend baseball collector, the hobby savant of our YouTube vintage card collecting community. I mean that lifts me up in ways like Josh Groban couldn't. So yeah, it's a tough thing to do, but it's fun. It comes once a year. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
And
all.
I'll probably, if there's bad weather down there, I'll be screenshotting and.
Oh yeah, you'll be keeping us in the loop for sure. You'll be letting me know, and fortunately, I don't have a basement to go to down there, so
John can use the sheriff hat to cover the cards.
he
There you
could.
go.
Yes, he could. That's great. That's true.
Well, if we don't talk to you up until next week and you guys start traveling, safe travels.
Yeah.
Everything as good as can be. And put out some content during the show, and then maybe a wrap up on YouTube after the show.
Yeah, that would be that would be great.
I don't know.
If it's a 45, 50-minute compilation video, I will be tickled fucking pink.
And
See
he
what Neil
would watch
does.
it. And
See
a
what he
lot of
does.
people would watch every single second.
Oh, I know. Neil's just trying to find 45 minutes to do that over the course of 6 days. Okay,
I'll do my best.
I know. I just thought of this too. But have you thought about like a GoPro or some kind of like a camera there, just set up so you can live stream just from there, and it's not even you guys checking it, and then it's just going. They put that on YouTube, and then you can shut it off when the show's done. Because you've got enough subscribers in YouTube still to do the live through there.
Yeah.
So,
We'll see what we can do.
more content, and then a live stream from the national. That's not been done, I don't think. I haven't seen like a 68-hour just constant thing where you just like, hey, we're looking at what's going on. Hey, there's wheeling and dealing and whatever. But just a thought. The creative mastermind. Some ideas.
I dig it.
Well, again, thank you guys for coming on, making time for us. I know it's busy. It's always busy, but now that much more.
Absolutely.
Figure things out.
We'll have to get together sometime and do a recap of the national and talk about things and our thoughts. And hopefully after the national, we can finally officially get settled into the store is our hope. It's kind of where we're at, is to really – it's been nonstop since getting in there. So I'm hoping that after the national, we can start putting more focus on the store and things we want to do there. So that's this is going to happen. And then I've got a short window, and then I got to start getting ready for Holiday Mania in November. So I'm going to try to enjoy a little bit of downtime after the national, but try to get some stuff done around the store. So, but appreciate you guys having us on. Neil, I'm shocked you came. I'm glad you stayed up 2 hours watching that time, old man. So good job.
Yep. Awesome. It was good to see you, Neil. Always good to see you, Ryan, but we can always count on you.
Likewise, brother.
Yeah,
Even though I'm late, you can count on me. So
all good, my friend. All good.
You all have a great night. We'll touch base soon, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, take care, guys.
See you guys. Bye.
I think with that, unless Bob's got some words of wisdom.
I wanted to ask him on a scale from 1 to 10 how comfortable are their shoes, but that's all right.
That's a valid question. We haven't. That's stuff that only YouTube Hall of Famers of that.
Yes, would know to ask.
Yes.
And I was going to say, we'll wrap up the show rather quick because I'm hearing. What's that noise? I'm hearing thunder, and I saw my first thing of lightning. So I don't know what's going on, but I know something's coming, and it's supposed to be for like the next 36 hours of like doom. We're having a flood watch, so.
Well, since you also still have to figure out your phone alarm, go ahead and wrap us up.
So, thank you for Ryan and Neil obviously coming on. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the thunder at all. It's just like that belly rumble now out there. But always appreciate them. Everybody in the comments going along, especially earlier in the show. That's always nice to get going early and see people engaged, which I enjoy. I know everyone else does too. Thank you for Michael coming on. Robert popping in. Very, very good to see you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, until next week, maybe Ed will be somewhere where we can get him on because he's always got that enthusiasm for the national. I don't have for the actual card show. I have it for the outer circle per se.
The others, yeah, the extracurricular activities, we'll call it.
The fun that you don't normally get to have. Cards, we don't get to do a card show every so often, but it's not like we get to go with our friends that we never get to fucking see and just be dumb like we're 16, 18 again. And just be goofy. So that's the part I'll miss. The food and the food, friendship, and fellowship.
There you go.
The general merriment.
Yeah.
And
the
the
consistent
Malort.
and constant chaos.
Oh Lord.
And the Malort. Hey, that's going to be tradition. We already said it. It's going to be tradition, whether we like it or not. You have another year to prepare, Dave.
I'll hammer it, but it's not going to mean it's going to go down any smoother.
Well, I didn't say that.
So I mean, no matter what preparation can be done, I mean, unless I drink like some hot candle wax to cover my tongue. But then again, I want to taste food the rest of the week too, so I don't want to burn my tongue. So I mean,
right?
Balance it out. So until next week, for Robert, for Steve, I'm Dave. This has been the RP. Remember, collecting cards, wonderful hobby. The friendship you forge along the way, that's what really matters. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.